Oh, God.
I am a pizza. Can we play that song while she's drinking it?
Yeah.
I don't know what I look like. Do I look decent on camera?
Yes, it's
You
all
look
right.
great.
It's great.
Yeah. You look like a supermodel. We look like thugs.
I do not look like a super.
No, look right there.
I can't see myself. I just see myself looking
I look like
sideways.
something that Dustin dragged out of Austin, and you look like something that flew in from California.
Oh, yes.
So
And I've got a tail.
You do. I was
Yeah, he
actually
has
going
a
to
tail.
ask you what you were planning on doing with this hair.
I don't know.
You had your hat off, and I was like, "Oh, that's what it looks like."
I'm keeping a tail. I'm just letting it grow. I haven't cut it in a year.
oh, here comes the text. Who's
I've
this
only got the
bitch?
sad.
Right off the bat.
I got the
Are you
sides.
fucking serious?
You better tell him.
Shut
Who's
the
this
fuck-
goddamn
are you
You
live?
better tell him. You better recognize.
Are you live?
You better step up. Click, click.
Are you live?
Click clack. Anytime someone sends us a message, we're gonna let you know.
Yeah. Call
And
him
you can
out.
you can have
Here.
a chance to respond to him.
And we'll do. Oh, RoboTuner's in the room.
Now he's probably gonna say he's probably gonna
He's probably going to ask
first.
to look at your jugs.
Perhaps, depending on how much whiskey I have tonight.
Dustin.
I saw you. Here's the chat room.
We
right
have
here.
to tell Shauna what that is so she doesn't think that we're talking about her. Because we're gonna be doing that the whole show.
God.
Pizza.
Here comes the throwards of people.
I don't want to see Stubbs
I don't
high.
think throwards. Hi.
Oh,
No one wants to see me high.
The Robo Tuner, that must be Matt. What's his name?
Thomas.
Thomas.
He doesn't want to see me high.
I don't want to
I'm
see
an
you
enjoyable high person.
So do you have a prescription for these?
Prescription jugs.
Ah! Oh my God, are you serious?
Biden said that. Prescription jugs. Sometimes you just got to go to the bar and
Come
get
on,
your,
man.
Prescription jugs. Come on, man.
I love that. I love it when he says, "Come on, man."
Come on, man.
Like
Come
he'd be such a
on,
good
man.
hippie if he wasn't such. A
It was
corporate-
Come on, man.
I got hairy legs.
Oh no.
Is that something to be proud of?
Uh-oh. Are we on? We're live, right?
Everything's live.
Okay, so.
Jugs.
Uh-oh.
Who's this whore?
Already got a DM.
Are you serious? Get a grip.
Oh, no. It's my... a friend of mine that's an artist down in Houston, and she...
Is looking at your thighs?
No.
Oh.
She's sending me her art. She's really good, too.
Is this thing right in the camera's face?
I think she does the
I am a pizza.
pizzas. The mushrooms.
She makes them?
I don't know if she makes them, but I think she does them, and then she does a lot of her art. I think if I remember right, that's what she does. That's her thing. Her jams.
Is there
Her
any
jam special.
Is there any
Money in art? No,
no. Is there any money in music? No.
no. Is there any money in anything?
Hi, Matt.
No. Hi. Oh, you can chat with him if you get in that chat.
Eat fudge and lick the tunnel.
It's
Why
not.
wasn't I recording on that?
You eat the fudge,
And I'll lick
And
the
I'll-
tunnel.
fist the tunnel, isn't it?
Lick the tunnel. It wasn't fist.
I'll gently kiss the tunnel to I'll lick the tunnel to I'll fist the tunnel.
I don't like that.
You just like going straight to kiss?
You need to make sure your child can speak Spanish.
Whoa. Damn.
Damn. We need to put that with if you're gonna speak.
If you combine those two, you probably get ripped off of iTunes.
You want us to get ripped off of iTunes right now?
I mean, it's just a matter of time for it happens.
Look how
right?
dark it is.
It did get dark quick.
I hate time change. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, that should definitely be in the show notes. Where are the show notes?
Where they always are.
No, it's tricking it up now because we did that security 4000 BX9.
Someone tried to hack us from Russia.
Are you serious?
Yep.
How did you find it?
We got alerts saying we were getting hacked.
The network sends an alert.
Gmail sent us. Our Gmail was trying to get hacked for all our
Come on,
top
man.
secret show notes. What are you doing? Are you going to FaceTime the whole show?
No, I'm trying to take a picture.
I think you should.
I've
FaceTime
taken
the
like
show.
5 of them. They all look gay.
Well,
We can't say that anymore.
Oh, we can't? Are we
Yeah.
going to get canceled?
Yes.
We're definitely gonna get canceled
Gonna
after
get
this
canceled.
video's done.
Jerry Jonestown. No, I don't want to use my
It's
ID.
these dumbass things that make my face look like 80 times bigger than it really is. I already have such huge cheeks.
Then take your cans off.
Oh my god.
Jerry Jones.
Those are your headphones. Headphones are called cans.
No, man, motherfucker. I can't see the show notes. Fuck it. We'll do it live.
All right, we ready?
Yeah.
You ready to go live?
Yeah.
I got a good supercut. I got a good since tomorrow is St. Patty's Day. Got a good little intro, and then today is today's 3/16, so
Tomorrow's Jennifer's birthday.
that it is. What was the other thing? There was something else going on. Oh, today is Stone Cold Steve Austin Day. So
I whipped everybody's ass.
you can't forget about Steve Austin. All right, here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
I am a pizza.
I want to watch you blow your load later.
I will eat your ass.
I just drooled.
This episode of the
K-Guns
is brought to you by
Geist Note.
and
Victor Wrench.
and Plastic Object.
This program contains graphic material, including offensive language. Viewer discretion is advised.
Well, just in time for St. Patrick's Day, crowds are coming by the dozens to get an up-close view at what some say is a piece of Irish folklore.
Some people in the Crichton area of Mobile say
You have seen this, haven't you?
leprechaun is taking up residence in their neighborhood.
Yeah, I've seen it.
A leprechaun. NBC 15's Brian Johnson has more.
Curiosity leads to large crowds in Mobile's Crichton community, many of you bringing binoculars, camcorders, even camera phones to take pictures.
To me, it look like a leprechaun to me. All I gotta do is look up in the tree. Who else seen the leprechaun? Say yeah!
Eyewitnesses say the leprechaun only comes out at night. If you shine a light in its direction, it suddenly disappears. This amateur sketch resembles what many of you say the leprechaun looks like. Others find it hard to believe and have come up with their own theories and explanations for the image.
My theory is it's casting a shadow from the other limb.
Could be a crackhead that got hold to the wrong stuff. And it told him to get up in a tree and play a leprechaun.
We're going to get down to the bottom of this. Yeah, it's still on there, guy. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, man.
This guy helping to direct traffic says he's prepared for his encounter with the leprechaun. He's suited up from head to toe.
This wars off spells right here. This is a special leprechaun flute, which has been passed down from thousands of years ago from my great-great-grandfather who was Irish. I just came to help
Thousands
out.
of years.
Others
His
just came to
great-grandfather.
get lucky in hopes a pot of gold may be buried under this tree.
I'm gonna run a backhoe and uproot that tree. I want to know where the gold at. I want the gold. Give me the gold. I want the gold.
This is Brian Johnson, NBC 15 News.
Show number 412. 412. It is March 3/16/21. Stone Cold Steve Austin Day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Check. 1, 2.
You're the biggest piece of trash I've ever met in my life.
It's for you, Matt. Happy Tuesday, Matt.
Happy Tuesday. Doston. Was that Joe Biden or Austin?
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. His Stone Cold Stunner.
He's the one that did the beer thing.
Yeah. He drove at one match. He drove a Coors Light truck right up to the ring.
Always
jumped
liked
out
that.
of it and sprayed everybody with beer. He was a man's man. Texas man. North Texas man.
Gore sprayed people with stuff.
I think that was semen. Talking about Al Gore?
Yeah.
He sprayed people with lies.
Al Gore.
Yeah. You know, we're supposed
That's
to
a
be
good
underwater
band
by
name.
now.
Al Gore.
Just the Al Gore.
Yeah, how's there no death metal band called Al Gore?
How about Hal Gore?
Hal Gore?
Like it's the robot from
Oh, yeah?
from 2000 Space Odyssey
Yeah.
with Al Gore's voice.
I'd watch that.
You would?
Yeah.
We go and redub.
Yeah, when was
Hal.
he said that we were supposed to be underwater by 2016, right?
Yeah, we're
Or
supposed
is it,
to. We're supposed to be standing. I mean, this studio.
We're supposed to be on the Gulf.
underwater.
Well, we are. We're supposed to be on the Gulf.
Oh,
I
we
think,
would
is
have
what-
oceanfant property here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which,
I mean, it's not that great.
What's south of here? I mean, I'd trade that off.
Austin? We just came from Austin.
No, they would magnify. They don't care. They're in their alternative reality there.
Yeah,
They're not in. They're not in real life.
They have their own weird bubble thing
Yeah, they're
going on.
so
What
they'd
about
be
San
protected.
Antonio, the Alamo? You could
Yeah,
go
yeah.
scuba dive the Alamo now.
Yeah, you could scuba dive down there.
That'd be cool. Scuba dive Houston.
Take tours. Scuba dive tours.
You know, before I die, I want to see a massive city underwater, with the high rises sticking out of the
Well, there's
water.
parts-
That'd be
That would
awesome.
that would be awesome.
There's parts of Miami that floods all the time for that's underwater, but it's done that for years, right? Like,
yeah,
I think I heard that it's not any part of global warming. It's just a part of
what happens
there. But then, and same with that place. Isn't there a place in Italy too that the whole damn
Venice
city's
floods
like, yeah.
every once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's common. Like everybody freaked out this year. Oh my God, Venice flooded, and all the sidewalks are underwater. No one can get anywhere, and blah blah blah. And
Oh
it's
yeah, I
like,
remember that.
that happens quite often. It's
Isn't
okay.
there a whole city that goes underwater every year? A forest or
Atlantis?
something? No, there's a forest that goes in like Buenos Aires or something that goes underwater every year. So it's like a park.
Yeah, they make a park because there's sidewalks and stuff.
Oh,
you
my
can
Yeah, there's
dive
park
on.
benches and stuff.
The texts are blowing up in here.
What about?
You
In
know what
what?
it is.
Our guest?
Oh, who's this bitch up in here?
Who
Who's
just gets to
this?
walk in the temple whenever they want?
Oh, who this bitch?
Who the fuck is texting you?
We're getting DMs. We're getting texts. We're getting Skyped. We're getting you. I see you see me.
My
Remember that
vibrating
software?
panties are going off.
Oh my god.
My
You're getting
Bluetooth.
tipped. Yeah, I'm getting tipped right now.
Ching ching. Brrr, ching ching. Brrr.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Shauna.
What's up, guys?
I never get to introduce the guests, so I just stole your
Go on.
thunder there,
No,
didn't I?
do it. You can introduce the guest
From
whenever
Long
you
Beach,
want.
California.
All the way from Long Beach, California.
Where's your sample?
have,
like
what?
your
We should
I
have
don't
some
know.
kind of intro for
a
it.
Snoop Dogg,
think
a
that's-
Warren G sample. Why is that not
well,
on?
we like to.
You want a hip hop
We
one?
like to make money off YouTube, and we
If
would
we do
lose
that,
our.
yeah, we don't get to.
Um,
we don't
here,
get
I'll-
our paycheck.
I can play this again.
You're the biggest piece of trash I've ever met in my life.
Stone Cold doesn't like you.
Wait, what are the rules? Like,
what
you
did
can't-
he? What'd you do to Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Why is he so mad at you?
He's pissed at you. Obama's mad too because you don't know Spanish.
I got hairy legs.
Oh, there's that.
Oh my god!
Joe
Wait,
Hey, Sean, did you know that?
You ain't black.
that is correct.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Will you shut up?
Yes, so we should do a show on global warming since we're not doing politics
It's
shows,
not real.
political shows anymore. So we got to do something to piss people off. That's the only time people listen to us.
This is when we piss people off, so we'll piss them off with global warming.
Yeah.
They'd be like, 20 years ago they said we were going to be frozen by now.
Yeah, it
and then
sucks.
10 years ago we were supposed to be
We-
underwater.
It sucks. We're not called Trumpers or Maggers or white supremacists anymore. What the hell happened with all that?
Damn it.
It's over.
It's over.
It's like, what the hell?
We haven't got
Election's
any,
over.
We haven't got any letters from the
Haven't
Westboro
got any
Baptist
letters?
Church later.
Wait,
No,
that's
all
a
the
thing?
fun stuff.
Yeah.
All the fun stuff's done.
No way.
Yes.
When we first, you were here when we got those.
Yeah, we were. That was year 1, year 2.
Yeah, you were
when
still
they were on their
around.
warpath. I think they're all
This
done.
is before
with what
you
they
went
do.
to California.
They don't go
For
out and
the-
protest
for the-
shit anymore, do they?
I think you might have still been living in Denver.
Yeah, you may have been.
I don't know who the Westboro.
Yeah.
Surely not, man. Antifa probably beats the hell out of them for sure, right?
I mean, it's kind of pointless. Like they've played out their card, right? Like it's over. They don't need to.
You
do
know
that
they
shit
showed up
anymore.
to my parents' church.
They did.
Yeah.
Wait,
in
for what
Arlington.
purpose?
To yell at you and tell you that you're a whore, right? No, what they basically do is tell you you're a whore, and
Yeah.
they drop the FA bomb.
Yeah.
Which is
That if you went and served in war, then your son's an FA.
Yeah,
FA.
Like a cigarette, like a cigarette that they smoke in
Yeah.
in
Are
the
you
UK.
serious?
Yeah, they call
Yeah.
people that at their funerals.
Wait, there's algorithms that can tell if you say that word and you'll get in trouble on YouTube for saying that word.
His balls get shocked.
It
We're
gets back
hooked
to
up
the
to different
tipping
devices.
thing. Yeah,
If
my
we say
tipping
certain
underwear,
words, we get electrocuted.
My tipping underwear go opposite too. So
Yeah.
if I say something that offends someone that I'm I guess master, right? Because if I'm the pet, I'm the specimen.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never done the S&M thing. So
Mm.
what is it? The dominatrix?
That's
She
the
can
one who
just
beat
zap
you.
me.
Yeah. That's
She can just zap me if I say the wrong word.
You're the
It's like,
submissive.
I've already got zapped because you're in the room. So she's like, "Put
Yeah.
that dong down, you devil!"
He's got a
You
Bluetooth
devil,
anal plug
man.
that shocks him.
Yeah.
Oh my
He's
god.
got little electrodes and it just. And she's
Anytime
got
Joe
it's through
Biden,
the internet.
anytime we play any Joe Biden drops, it goes off.
Will you shut up?
Whoa!
Come on, man.
Come on, man. But yeah, man, we need to do a controversial show. We're all laughing now. Laffy Taffy. We don't do any. We're not pissing people off. It's weird.
We are the
What's that?
official podcast that Ted Cruz loves.
Are we?
I don't know. We tried to look for him while we were down in Austin.
And yeah, he wasn't having any of it. No one at the Capitol was having any of it.
No one in Austin was having any of it. Like it's like they knew we were coming
post-apocalyptic
down.
there. They
and
boarded it
just
up.
like we're gonna close the city down and not go out on
It
a
was very
Saturday
strange.
night.
It was very strange.
On a Friday night or Saturday night, we're gonna board up the city.
Wait, was it like that the first weekend that you went, or did you guys not go down there?
I was only there one day.
That's the first time that I went since COVID.
Have you guys gotten any of the memories from past South by Southwest trips? They've
Yeah,
been popping up on
I've
my
been posting.
Facebook. I'm
Yeah,
like,
there's a great one today of the Hangover.
All of us standing in front of the backdrop, hung over for the riverboat
oh
showcase.
my god,
Yeah,
God.
and we're just standing there going, "We hate life. We need burritos, and please put alcohol in our system so we can live."
I just remember going to the hotel that you were staying at and getting coffee and water and like drinking both, like guzzling coffee and water.
What's funny is the
doing
picture
mounds of cocaine to try to snap out of it.
Oh my god.
that was on the riverboat.
Yeah.
What I remember that picture we
terrible
took
morning
right there in front of that backdrop. Like it was either 2 seconds before or 2 seconds after that some dude just bolted by
that
butt
was-
ass naked on
Yeah,
a
I don't know.
bicycle.
I don't remember.
With his dong hanging out.
Remember, we were like, "Oh man, nobody's gonna show up to this thing. We don't need to stick around or anything like that." And there's like 500 people in line.
Yeah.
The event got wrote up in the Rolling Stone.
Yep.
But we didn't get mentioned.
No.
That's not my fault.
We need to
We don't
talk
blame
with our
You know that
publicist.
guy, Jamie Kent, is the one that puts that together. He's got
Yeah.
all kinds of showcases in other cities.
Is he
doing-
still in Austin?
No,
is he still
he's-
doing the? Well, I guess they didn't do it last year.
Yeah,
This year, so.
they're not doing it this year either.
They're doing it before
They are running the
COVID. They were
boat.
doing it in other cities, like paddle boats and same kind of concept in
Yeah,
other
it's
Yeah,
cities.
because he asked us
concept.
to come
It was
out.
very cool.
On a couple of them to do stuff.
You should. They moved. I think they moved, or maybe they already. I think they did move to like Tennessee.
Yeah,
Nashville? I thought he was from Nashville.
I thought,
Is
I
that
thought
where
he's from
he's-
Nashville.
He is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe so.
Well, we
Yeah.
should look him up because we would like to do that.
Again.
Austin, I think here's the deal. I'm pretty sure that was the first weekend that they were opened up because they waited to do any kind of opening at all until the governor of Wheels of Steel, Fire and Glory
But I think there were
said,
more people.
"We're open." And then now they're starting to phase it in down there, whereas we've been phasing it in DFW since
It started.
yeah, pretty much the day it started. There's a pandemic. Well, we're going to start phase one
yeah,
of rebuilding.
let's start rebuilding this place.
We got this under control.
We when I was down there the week before, it was nice and sunny, so everybody was out. Like there were people out jogging, running, walking the streets, everywhere.
So you think it was the weather?
But it rained on our Saturday. We were down there, and that kind of sucked. That kind of screwed things up. But it did clear up and start getting pretty. But it was still. I mean, when we were sitting at the truck, at the food truck, rolling smoke, there were a lot of people that were walking by.
Yeah, not man.
But
the
there
thing
were.
is,
It was
I'm
almost
comparing it-
triple that much the weekend before
Oh, okay. Well,
when I was down there hanging out.
Well, I wonder why then. Because that maybe spring break, the kids took off and we're like, whoa.
There's
Whoa,
a
what is
grasshopper
that?
in here.
That thing is humongous.
Man,
Where
why
did the bugs come
It's because
from?
we got the door open. We didn't put the screen, the
Roll the
bug
screen
screen
down.
down. Yeah, I'll do that in a second.
I'll do that while you're telling
So-
while you're making your point.
The thing that was weird is no traffic. Like
On
there
the
was
way
no
down there?
traffic. Yeah, well, no, on the way down there was, but and I think that's because people were traveling to rural hours.
It's like saying World War something, World War II.
Rural. How
Yeah,
come?
same
Why does
shit.
rural sound so bad?
Rural.
Rural. Why does that
Rural.
sound so bad?
Just don't say the second R. Rural.
Rural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rural.
My name is Rural. But I think people were going to the rivers, the oceans, and getting out and stuff rather than going into the city. There might have been some of that, but it was weird because Congress wasn't really I mean, it wasn't like it usually is. The 6th Street wasn't nearly as crazy as it usually
Well,
is.
normal 6th Street's scary as shit now.
Yeah, and it was weird. Like, just pretty much East Side wasn't happening like it usually is, and it's weird. You could just go from one side of town to the other without sitting through 45 minutes or to an hour of traffic. It's like
We drove all over the damn city Saturday night trying to find something to do.
we ended up. I can say this right. You said there was some. Oh no, I'm thinking of someone else's show. We ended up going to the strip club both nights early too. And it's so weird going to the strip club at 8.
Yeah.
Like, well, because that's usually somewhere you go at the end of the night.
Yeah.
Well, the second night we didn't get there till like 10 o'clock, 11, because it was getting to
Oh,
fight
yeah, we
time.
started headed that direction.
Yeah, and we stopped somewhere on the way there.
Yeah, there was some things we tried to see if what was going on. It's just really weird because, and I don't know if it's because of
The city
the
was dead, and
the,
it was scary. It was weird.
and it's the most homeless I've ever seen in any city in my life, even more than
So we
when I
took
went
some
to.
Oh my God.
No, we're not. We're gonna party with them pretty soon, apparently.
Apparently,
We're
you
gonna do a
have this
kegger.
whole scenario where we're going to set up in Zilker Park with a kegger
I
and
think it's
a
a
barbecue
genius idea.
truck. And
Are the homeless
party with all the
there
homeless.
like on the road? They're just like people that are
Every-
traveling. Are they homeless because of
No,
maybe
these are
like
encampments.
COVID situation homeless?
Probably
Like we
all of
lost our home, or like we're just traveling through and we're gonna pop
think
up
it's
a
all of
tent.
it.
Let me tell you how this works down there. They outlawed no public camping.
Wait, they outlawed public camping.
No public camping.
So that means you can camp anywhere.
Wherever, right?
Anywhere there is grass.
So like Lady Bird, like all along it.
all along the edge of Cesar Chavez,
Yeah,
along the river,
Right.
is full of
all
tents.
Tents.
Anywhere there's a patch of grass, people are setting up
Tents.
tents.
Yeah.
Also under
It's-
bridges everywhere.
There are
Is
other
it because it's a mecca for like? I mean, Austin is like known for music. It's known well
Yeah.
when it's going. It's known for It's like
I
I
don't
guess.
know, all the guys I saw didn't look like musicians.
So you think it's just people
they've
that are
also-
down on their luck?
Well, they've also defunded the police down there. So we saw probably
Well,
3
okay.
police
To what
officers.
extent? Because we were
No,
talking about
a
this.
lot.
Hardcore extent. We found
We
that
only
out
saw
on
like
Saturday.
3 the whole time we were there, and it was for accidents.
Of course, there's police and state troopers and
By the Capitol,
By
yeah.
the Capitol, state troopers and Texas Rangers around the Capitol. But we went all Friday night not seeing a cop car anywhere, and then Saturday we saw 3 in random spots, and that was it.
I wonder-
And we were talking to some friends of ours, which will be in on our. I think it. No, that's not. We didn't roll tape on that.
And what?
When he was talking about the police response, you're right down the street from the downtown police station. It takes them 2 hours to get there.
Oh yeah, when he had the guy, the unruly guy.
The unruly
Yeah.
guy that was being pretty violent and stuff. But yeah, 2 hour response time when you're 4 blocks from the police station.
Yeah, they were trying to keep a guy from getting in his truck and taking off driving because he was lit.
But all of them down there, Jeremy, Kyle say there is no police presence. There is.
Yeah, they were
Well,
like,
what is the okay? So what have they proposed? And because all the cities that I'm
And
aware
it's a
of,
sanctuary city. Let's put that there. So you
Oh,
can bust
God.
all your homeless
it's the
down
only
there and
one.
drop them
In,
off.
it's the only one in Texas, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's the only one in Texas. Yeah.
Austin, I believe, is the only sanctuary city. There might be. Is San Antonio?
and then you have all these like tech companies that are moving in.
Yeah.
And so what a weird dichotomy to have so much money like flowing
like-
into the city, and then all of
You
this.
have homeless tents sitting underneath the Google building.
Yeah.
It's bizarre.
Like we have pictures of that.
Yeah.
Literal,
All these tents
literal
lined
pictures of
up
that.
and with the giant Google logo.
Joe
right behind
Rogan's
them
got to
on
have
the
been
building.
That's
gone out
bizarre.
and stuff and been like, "What the fuck? I just moved from this shit. What the fuck am I?" You know what I mean? You think he's getting some buyer's remorse now?
No,
No,
because
he loves
fuck
it.
California and what they're trying to do to those companies.
And I don't know. Joe probably doesn't live. I wonder if he even lives in the city. He probably lives out like towards New Braunfels and shit in that badass area.
So
Up in the hills. I bet you that's where he
officially,
lives.
Austin is not a sanctuary city because Greg Abbott signed Texas Bill 4 on 2017, banning sanctuary cities.
Oh, that's right.
In the state of
When
Texas,
they were doing all that.
But Austin is pretty much viewed as a sanctuary city for Texas.
Well, obviously, but okay. So
I
what?
know Dallas was busing a bunch of homeless people down there and dropping them off.
What are your rules around evicting homeless? Because in California, there's like
Any
a
means
law.
necessary.
Right. So
Castle law. Shook, get off my property.
Right. Well,
Not in Austin.
on public
Oh.
property though. So like in Denver, there wasn't necessarily a protocol, but they just out of courtesy wouldn't just like, they'd ask people to like move along, right?
They didn't do. What was it?
Now they just
Honduras?
bulldoze the shit. They
Yeah.
bulldoze their. I mean, Deanna, because she goes back and forth still all the time. She's like, "Oh my god, it's terrible." Like they just get a dump truck and they'll just pull up and just start throwing people's shit in the
In
back.
Denver?
Yeah,
Holy crap.
because there's so much fucking
Yeah, I've heard
homelessness.
it's bad in Denver. I've
It's
heard
so
Denver
bad.
and Austin.
That's hardcore.
When I was there in
going head to
October,
head.
it was
And San Francisco.
ridiculous. I mean, where I'm at in Long Beach, there's a protocol in California. You have to evict the homeless.
Yeah.
Like you have to give them
Serve
a
'em papers
72
and all
hour.
this.
You have to put up notice. You have to give them a 72-hour notice to like move. And then when you come, it has to be like a supervised move. It's
Yeah,
pretty
it's weird.
crazy.
Boulder's a sanctuary
I know
city in
lenders used to
Colorado.
do cash for keys, where like if a tenant got like if you're because tenants can't get kicked out in a lot of states where the owner of the property has gone into foreclosure. So lenders would come in and say offer the tenants cash for their keys. It's like $3,000 to $5,000. Wonder if something like that would work, or they would just spend it on women and booze and
Yeah, are they drug addicts? Are they just
some of them.
Down-
Well,
Yes,
that's
for
the
sure.
problem is
For sure, some of them are.
is
but
you have people with that
it's this
are addicts and
yeah,
mental issues,
it's across the
and
board.
you can't do anything about that. Like you just
right? Yeah,
Well,
same
there
in
are
California.
people-
That's the majority.
We can do something about it. It's just there's
like they do in like we found out from RoboTuner that they do in
They shoot
Rio
them in-
de Janeiro.
No, I thought it was Honduras.
No, they don't. Do they?
No, he's told us
I
this
don't know.
whole
What,
scenario.
did you look at that article too?
I'm gonna go look at it right now because I
Yeah.
was busy last night working.
Yeah,
on
we
that
didn't get to
video.
vet that.
So he brought up on our trip back up here that what they do in he said Honduras, but it turns out it's Brazil.
Oh, I thought it was Honduras.
Well, in the article it says it's Brazil, and that's what he said he corrected. Was
Well, I
that
know it's not true then if it's Brazil.
if they see kids on the street homeless
Where's
and
your
they
mom?
don't have a mom or dad, they shoot them
No, they don't.
because they don't want them to become gang members.
I think that
Why
would
would
start
Matt
a world
say
war.
that?
I think that would start
Why
a
would
world
Matt
war.
tell you that?
I was like,
He said his wife,
all the
or his girlfriend,
humanitarian,
it'd probably cause a problem.
I'm waiting for him to respond.
all the humanitarian groups
He's
in this
probably
world
coming over
wouldn't
here to
just
shoot
come in there.
us. He's like, do you have a dad?
Do you have a dad?
Yes.
Do you have a mom?
Yes. Are they here? No.
I was shocked
Dustin,
when he
I'm
said
going to
that.
ask you two questions.
He said something. Shelly had to do a paper on it or something. I was like, what? There's no way they're just walking down the street,
gotta be
walking
fake
up to people,
news.
going, "Do you have a dad? Do you have a mom?" Pow!
I like how the Brazilian cop is a Matt Thomas.
Impunity and the law: the killing of street children in Rio de Janeiro.
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 You cannot say it without the.
Can you say rural?
No, don't you listen to him on
No.
the Formula One races?
No.
Janeiro. It is Janeiro.
Man, it is muggy and hot out here.
No, it's not.
Yeah, my knees hurting, my ankles hurting. Something's gonna happen. It's gonna
What?
be
Like
rain.
it's gonna rain? It's supposed to. It is supposed to
Holy
rain
shit!
tomorrow.
Look, between January 1987 and July of 1988, 306 children were killed, mostly by death squads and the municipalities of Volta Redondo and the so-called Bioxi Fluminense, which covers some of the poorest and more violent suburbs of Rio de Janeiro. So they just
But
went
that's
out.
in the 80s.
These death squads just went out, and
That was before they were woke.
now they're woke. They won't kill children.
They don't kill kids anymore.
That's fucking hardcore.
Maybe all the pedophiles go there and scoop them up, get them off the streets.
Which is better, being shot in the face or being a slave
Shot
to a pedophile?
in the face. Shoot me in the fucking
Then
face.
what?
Yes. Then why did you just bring that?
Wait,
scenario
what'd you
up?
say?
Maybe all the pedophiles go down there and scoop up all the kids.
Why do you think Brazil is just infested with pedophiles?
It is?
I don't know.
Is
Oh.
it?
Is it? Look
I
it
have
up.
no idea.
I thought that was the plastic surgery capital of the world.
I mean, do they
could see
even
that.
keep track of stats and shit like we do? Like, I mean,
Who knows?
how trustworthy could
calling
their
fake
stats
news.
possibly be?
That's the thing. Who knows? It's probably worse than that. Probably more than 360 kids getting. Do you have a dad?
And
Nope.
where did
Yeah, your
Matt
mom?
come
Nope.
across this information and why? His girlfriend had to do a
girlfriend
paper.
Seems like she
paper.
should have gone to Montel with that information.
It says here, according to the
What happened to Montel
Parliamentary
anyway? Is he still with
Commission's
us?
report,
He has that disease,
MS?
something like that.
Is he still alive?
I don't know.
Is
Google it
Montel
after.
Williams still alive?
That's a good question. Most of the killings were carried out by death squads. Death squads are criminal gangs, in many cases
So
integrated.
it's not the fucking cops.
Hold on. Integrated by off-duty civil police and military
Oh,
police
Here we
officers
go.
hired by local shopkeepers to clean up the area from alleged criminals and petty thieves. This is fucking hardcore, man. They just rolled down the street shooting kids in the face if they didn't have a mom or dad.
Is that what you are practicing for out at the airsoft tournaments at the hospital?
That's
Man,
why
I
all
can't
the
wait
kids-
till we could just
they
shoot
kids in the
homeless kids in
face.
the face.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's crazy. Austin's not that bad yet. Austin's not bad. It's just really in
They're
a
not
weird
shooting
way.
homeless in the
It's
face
kind
yet.
of almost I don't know, surreal is what I would say. It's like it's not totally ridiculously noticeably shocking,
He's 64 years old, Montel Williams.
but it's also after a while you're like, man, there is something different. Because Dustin noticed it. Dustin's like, man, something's weird. This just feels weird driving around. And I didn't really catch on to it about an hour or two later. I was like, yeah, this is kind of weird. It's like once you drive around everywhere, and see everything.
I'm trying to figure this live thing out on my Instagram.
What are you doing? Oh, you're
I
gonna
wanna-
gram it live?
I just
You're
wanted to
gramming
go
us?
on for a second, but there's no real point because
You really are gonna get some. Oh, who dis?
Who dis?
Who dis, bitch?
Yeah, Austin was weird, and then it was really weird once things started chilling out and the sun started going down and
I do
everything
like you can
died.
smoke weed anywhere you want.
Oh yeah, the entire city smells green.
That's one thing with the defunding of the police or whatever they've done with the police down there. It's very green friendly now. I mean, it's more green friendly than Dallas.
I mean that can.
Totally. Oh yeah.
I mean that can.
Not that I would partake in such a thing if my people that I work with.
I want to say how proud I am of you, Matt. We drive all the way down to Austin to get some. You know, we go to a beer stop because we're thirsty. One that Jeremy
and I didn't get us thrown out of there.
Told us about. You didn't get us thrown out of there, but you drove all the way down to Austin to get a Martin House beer. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I hadn't seen that one. I don't know why. It's just I'm a sucker for the Creature of the Black Lagoon too. So
It's in the fridge, right?
I got it in the freezer. I plan on having it after I finish this.
So
PBR.
I got this beauty. It's called Pixie Mix. It's by Untitled Art, and it's a fruit punch, and it tastes exactly like fruit punch, like Kool-Aid fruit punch. So it's not really like a
Very
beer.
good.
Yeah, it's not really like a beer, but it is a beer. It's 5.5% alcohol, and they're from Wanakee, Wisconsin, and Wanakee.
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee. Wanakee.
Is that how you say Merry Christmas
Millie-
in Wisconsin?
Milwaukee. It's
But
from
it's pretty
fucking
badass.
Wayne's World.
It's red as shit.
Oh yeah, that's right. I thought
Yeah.
you were saying that Christmas song that they do in the Christmas
Milwaukee.
Vacation.
No.
Kalawamiliki-waki is the right way.
On a
And that's when she jumps in the pool. That in his fantasy.
And his fans.
Man, the tracking on that part on my VHS tape. My mom's like, "What's wrong with this tape?" It just get all.
Because you kept rewinding and
Just
fast
real
forward and
slow
rewinding and
motion.
fast forward.
Slow motion it, pausing it.
Pause it, just tore that tape
Yeah,
up.
that
The
scene
heads
in
were just eating into
Yeah.
the tape.
She's like, "Why is the very beginning that way too?" When he's in the mall, and she's like, "Oh, it goes up here." I was like,
Just like, Mom, we need
I
to
don't
go
know,
to
Mom,
Best
you need
Buy.
a new tape.
We need to get
Something's
a
up
six.
with this tape.
If we get a 6-head VCR, it'll
Yeah,
be better.
My poor mom, she liked to watch when I lived with them. You know, my family all lived together. We had she liked to watch Christmas movies while she was wrapping presents and stuff. And when that one came on, she was always, "Why is this one always messed up?" A lot of the cable movies that because remember back in the day, cable would have free weekends. You'd have free Cinemax, free Showtime, free HBO for a weekend.
Yeah.
And when that came up, your mom went straight to freaking Walmart, Wally World, or Costco. Well, they didn't have Costco.
Bought
but
packs of
Sam's
tapes.
Bought packs of tapes and started recording all them movies. And you didn't have to go to Blockbuster or any of the man, what was the one? JJ's Video in East Texas. You didn't have to go to JJ's Video for a year because you had all the movies that were right there.
Right there.
And you could put like 9 movies on one tape. I don't know how they did that.
Well, you stretched the tape out. You did the.
I stretched the tape out.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Quality doesn't last as good, so
My
you're
mom-
always supposed to put like 2.
My
on
mom
there.
accidentally recorded Revenge of the Nerds because she thought it was a kid's movie.
Oh, and you wore that tape out.
Oh,
I bet.
yeah. Just a
Porky's.
big scratching mess. Oh, yeah. Porky's. She
This
thought-
WB
I told-
movie called Porky's about the pig.
Yeah, I told my mom it was a cartoon. Oh, yeah, Mom, that's a cartoon. You need to record that one. Well, it's on at midnight. That's a weird time to have
A kids movie on.
this and the Revenge of the Nerds. No, it's cool. It's great.
Mhm.
It's WB.
Trying to think of the movie I wore out on a VHS tape.
Oh, there was a lot. Basic Instinct.
Basic
got worn
Instinct,
out
yeah.
big
That one got
time.
wore out big time.
And the one with Madonna, Body of Evidence.
Body of
Good
Evidence was,
gosh.
oh my God, she's pouring hot wax all over.
Yes.
I've never even seen that
She
movie.
starts-
Body of Evidence?
She starts
No.
flicking her beam right in front of what's his face, the Goblin, Green Goblin, isn't it him?
Yeah, it's the Green Goblin.
Yeah.
And they
What's that actor's
they're in
name?
a parking garage. There's a light overhead, so they bust out the light because they want to bang on the car. Well, there's glass all over, so he just lays down
So-
on the glass as they're
Yeah.
banging, and the glass is going into his back, and there's blood. That's what got me turned
All
on
right.
to bloodletting.
There's a
Oh,
movie.
my God.
There's a movie that's out that I've only seen once. It has something about Mary. What's her name? The girl
Cameron Diaz.
Diaz. And she
Can I have some ice, please?
she does the splits on a sports car, like a McLaren or a Lambo or something. And snail trails down
What movie is that?
windshield.
What the fuck?
Would you think I'm gonna turn
What
that
is-
into a drop?
Yeah. Ever since I heard that song, the one that you ripped from the ticket when was
Slam Deliciously?
Yeah, Slam Deliciously. No. I'm back to doing that.
I'm gonna talk like that.
Yeah, and it doesn't help when I listen to the morning show because they do. Gordo used to do it all the time.
He does do it all the time.
Yes. Snail
Slam
snail trail down the
deliciously.
windshield.
What movie was that?
I don't know. It was some movie about a drug deal and stuff. You have to look it up.
Does anybody know
There's
in
a
here?
couple of other people. Like I think not
Does anybody
Paul
know this
Walker,
movie?
but
in
like
the chat room?
No.
who's the badass martial arts guy that was in
Van Damme?
No, not him.
Steven Seagal.
No, the one that was in Snatch.
Oh,
I think he's in it. I think there's a couple of other your typical Hollywood schmucks.
The Counselor. It says there's
The
a car
counselor.
scene.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah. She does it on a Ferrari.
What does she do?
Top 5 reasons Cameron Diaz sex with a car scene doesn't work in The Counselor.
Oh, it worked.
Oh, it worked.
Yeah.
You
That was after VHS time though. That was unwoke.
Hey, Cameron Diaz at her best is The Mask.
What?
Oh, the
Mask.
only movie I ever got turned on
In
to
The
when I
Mask.
was young was
Oh yeah.
was The Terminator.
What?
The Terminator, when they did it in The Terminator.
You-
It's like, what is this?
When did they do it in the Terminator? I don't even
In the
remember.
first
the
one.
scene.
John Connor and
Oh, when they made what's her face or what's his face?
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
made
Connor.
the son. Yeah.
Now that was the first time I felt like tingling. I was like, what is this sensation?
I think I feel tingling now. That's
Oh my
funny.
God. Yeah.
The Terminator, huh?
Do you remember the
Wow.
first time you felt a tingle?
Oh yeah, I was on a 3-wheeler and I didn't just tingle.
You got a
the
boner?
weirdest thing. I didn't just get bone. I went the full distance and thought something was wrong with me.
How did you have a total orgasm on a 3-wheeler?
Just I don't know. It was the way that I don't know if I was nervous.
Were you riding bumps?
I don't know if I had a fear bump. Yes, there was a lot of bumps. I had a girl's 3-wheeler that I wasn't supposed to have. It was gotten dark and I was hauling ass back, and all of a sudden the bumps on the trail that I was on.
So it's a girl's. Is
Yeah,
it
it was a
built for
girl's.
that? Was it built for
No,
vibration?
I mean it was just a normal.
was it a machine
3-wheeler.
for doing things?
I think it was just a normal 3-wheeler.
Or
I don't
you
think there
just
was
like,
a
you were
s-
turned
Are
on
you
because you
asking
had to
if there
be
was a-
back? There
are
was a
you-
lot of
Yeah, I had a fear boner, and then it just turned into more of a
a fear
this
boner. Is
feels
that a real
good.
thing?
Yeah. When you get scared, you get a boner. Yeah, that'll happen.
It's just the same as the tingling.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't do that till 10 years after.
You've never stood outside and watched a tornado come and been like, man.
No.
It used to happen to me when I had biscuit dough when I was a kid in Palestine,
Yeah.
Texas. I'd go throw biscuit dough and then have to run from these
Boy,
kids. And
you ever been arrested? That's a big fear
That's a
boner.
big fear boner.
Are you serious?
Yeah, fear
I've been
boners.
arrested 4 times.
Did you get a fear boner anytime?
No.
Did you get a fear tingle?
Fear tingles?
No, but I have gotten weird tingles at weird places. Like when somebody's handed me back my change and has touched me, I'm like, what just happened to me? Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
It's that magic
Are you
touch.
I don't know.
It's electricity.
I don't know. It's
Yeah.
weird. Something
Ooh.
weird. Like what? It just happens because you're not even
You
expecting
need to
it.
get you some of those remote control
Uh,
underwear.
Remote control.
All I would do is sit here
Butt
like
plug.
this. Turn it down, Matt. Turn it down.
You
Why
know what
does
I'd be
Matt
doing?
have the
Turn it
control?
You know what I'd be doing? Colin Robinson.
We'd hook it up to the internet and let our viewers do it.
Do the
Oh my
Colin
God.
Robinson. Yeah, that
I tried to show her the first episode of that.
she wouldn't. You didn't get into it, huh?
What?
The
What we do in the shadows?
You didn't like
The
that?
Vampire Office.
Oh my God! It was so dry and hilarious. I don't know.
Yeah, you got to give it a
like,
couple episodes. You'll fall in love with Nandor. I'm in love with Nandor. I want to
It's hilarious.
Guillermo.
and him and what's his face? They insinuate that they banged.
Yeah.
Nadia's husband.
Yeah. They insinuate that all of them have had sex
Yeah.
together.
Yes.
Yeah.
The guy with no
But
penis.
in there, scene where like, well, shall we? And they just walk off, right? Yeah.
It's vampire
very,
life, man.
Very polysexual TV show.
It is.
I can't wait for the next season to be on Hulu.
Dude. I think something started. Hold on.
Uh-oh. What started? Like a war? Jesus. Clarify it. Sir,
Are you getting a fear boner?
are you getting a fear boner?
I'm getting an excitement boner.
Oh, okay.
What week is this? Today's 16th. Oh, it's this Friday. Formula One drives
Oh, yeah.
to survive. Season 3.
Is that the
COVID
one
year.
that's here? That's the one that's coming here?
No, that's where they.
Well, they are
It's a
coming out.
documentary where they
Yeah.
follow
They do come
Formula
here.
One around, and it's so fucking good.
They
It
do
is.
have one race in Austin.
But they do have it Coda, which I want to.
What makes it
really
awesome?
Bad. I'll pay
really cool.
$500 to go.
It's just really
For the
well
whole weekend.
shot.
I'd go.
She
It's
asked what makes it awesome.
They're badass.
It's just really well shot, and there's so much intensity.
Formula One is the
Gives me a
highest
fear
tier
boner.
of racing. Period.
Correct. Yes. I know what Formula One is and how.
Well, they come
amazing-
through. Doesn't Formula One do the Long Beach?
Yes.
Is that who rolls through there? Or is it just Grand Prix?
Oh no, it's just Grand Prix. I think we do have a. No, I don't. We don't have Formula One.
Only.
Oh
don't
yeah,
have
the only
Formula One.
U.S. stop is
Is,
Coda.
We
Yeah,
only
Coda.
have Grand Prix. Yeah.
They might go
I
to
think
Canada.
you have to have a bigger track for Formula One.
Yeah, they're fast
racing.
as shit. I don't think
Yeah.
they'd fit on that Long
Yeah.
Beach.
No, it's too sharp. Those turns
it's a-
are.
What
It's
they
the
do
entire
in,
city.
What
That's
they do
I
in
need-
downtown Dallas?
We need to go
What
to
was
Long
that?
Beach to see that race because I want to see that. I want to see a race in the city. That was
So
the
tw-
Dallas Grand
20
Prix. That was Grand
2020.
Prix.
What cars were that?
The Grand Prix cars, not Formula One.
Yeah, different.
Yeah.
Man,
It's so fucking cool though when they
Yeah.
come through. It's. I mean, and what's cool is they build these fences that kind of like go up to keep people obviously from climbing on the track, but you can literally sit
why you
like
would want to climb on a track when
'cause
race
people are-
cars are going by?
because people are douchebags.
True.
Did you see Iron Man 2?
Oh yeah, that's
Okay.
true.
You can sit up like I mean they
Good call,
literally
man.
like if somebody were to crash into the gate, it would probably hit people.
Well, that's happened.
Well, yeah, that happens
that's
all the
happened,
time.
and
That's-
people have died from that.
That's part of the
Yeah.
risk.
Yeah.
I mean, people have been hit by tires and stuff.
It's the
It's so
it's
fucking
living,
cool.
man.
LIVIN. Let's see. The next race is September 24th through the 26th, the Grand Prix of Long Beach.
Oh,
Brought
they're
to
bringing it
you
back. So this past year was the first year in like over 50 years that they didn't have it.
because of COVID.
Yeah.
I love that track too. I mean, it's right there in downtown.
It's
And I love
amazing.
that you can see it year round.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like part of the common streets. You just drive around.
Oh
you're
yeah.
like, oh, I'm on a racetrack now.
Yeah, you are, and you feel racy when
Like
you're
Dallas
driving
used
on
to be
it.
that way. When you drove by the Reunion Tower,
Yeah.
that was part of the racetrack, and you're like, oh, look,
Yeah.
I'm on the racetrack now.
Yeah. When you come off the highway off the 710, there's an option to get right off and go into the city, or you can go up where the
That's the way I left y'all when I left you in Deanna at the gym.
Yeah.
I went out that way.
So if you go from the 710, if you come off the 710 and you come into the city, you can go straight instead of getting off. You go straight, and it'll take you right into that little shopping center where the Ferris wheel is and the the roller coaster thing is. That's part of the track, and it's super wide. I mean, even just walking across it, it probably takes 25 seconds to walk across the street. It's that wide.
That takes me that long anyway.
Yeah, we're old.
Hey, did the one in
$155
Dallas
for the whole weekend.
So the
$25?
$155 for
Oh.
the
That's
whole
pretty cool.
weekend with reserve seating.
down in Coda?
It's worth
Or
it.
up
You
down
get
in, over in Long Beach.
Long Beach. Coda is not. It's
150. I was like, I'll do it then.
No.
So
you're gonna throw out about $500.
The Dallas Grand Prix. I always thought that something that looked race car-y was that section of road right by JFK blown away.
That's where they'd race through.
So they did go through that?
Mm-hmm.
Did they call it the JFK blown away chute? Like, what stretch did they call it?
I think it was called the assassination.
Blood
point.
Alley?
Blood Alley, that's a good one.
Yeah. Except it wasn't an alley.
Or
Are these
Shooter's Lane?
Matt's?
Or Moist Finger Point.
Is this like Austin's a
Finger
blast? Is Matt like making this shit up like Austin's a blast? This place is a blast?
What
kind of thing? Is
Coda?
that what he's doing right now?
Yeah. No. Yeah, kind of. No, she's right. Kind of. I'm doing that, but it's not really. I mean, I imagine. I really had the question if the race cars went down the by the book suppository.
Holy shit!
Because that
they
little
used to
area
do-
that comes out
yeah.
of the bridge over there, right by the Reunion Arena, that wraps around and goes on to 35, is
Yeah.
real race car-y looking.
Yeah,
I
it feels
could
that
imagine
way.
someone would be. They would race cars in there.
So
And
they
then call
moved
it
it.
JFK Blown
At
Away
one
Alley.
point, they raced all around Fair Park.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 1984. I didn't know Starplex was
Fair
there in
Park, as
84.
in FAIR,
FAIR,
where the
they-
fairgrounds are.
Yeah.
Where is Fair Park?
Have you never been to the
Fair Park's-
state fair here? You
No,
lived
no,
here
I-
your entire goddamn life.
I know, but I can't picture it right now.
Dallas,
I know.
south side.
Okay.
Southeast side of Dallas.
It's where it's the Starplex, Coca-Cola Starplex.
Okay,
Yeah,
so the
that's
park is the park an actual park, or is it just is that just like,
No, you can go in there year round. There's different
There's
museums.
like convention centers and stuff there, and like
Oh.
museums
There's halls
and stuff.
We have
I think there's an aquarium there now, isn't there? Or there
our
was.
version of Electric Daisy Carnival Festival thing goes
Oh.
place in one of the
Dude, I miss
big
the fair.
warehouses.
It's only been gone for 1 year, and I miss it. Watch, I'm gonna go next year and be like, I hate this shit. I wish.
Oh, you hate it every
No.
year, but we have to go.
No, I do that every time. Yeah,
Every
I'm ready to go
time.
to the
Can't
fair.
wait to go to the fair.
I'm ready to go hang out and check it out. I hate this fucking
You're
place.
just
I
Yeah,
drunk and
or,
hot.
yeah, 100%.
I want to kill everyone here.
Yeah, you get swamp ass. You eat too much sugar and drink too much
Yeah.
hot beer, and
Why
Eat
isn't
too
there a
much fried
tower here
stuff.
I can climb up in with my rifle?
yeah.
Charles Whitman.
Yes, we know.
Oh.
Speaking
Didn't-
of swamp ass, I got it bad in Austin.
You got swamp ass
Oh yeah.
or intestinal distress swamp ass.
I don't know what that is.
A swamp ass as in like your balls were
distrust?
sweating. Sweaty balls, sweaty ass crack makes a swamp ass.
Right.
Swampy.
So that's what I don't know
Yeah.
about this prolapsed sock swamp ass you're talking about.
And-
Going
and-
with some
Sleeve of wizards.
sleeve of wizard swamp ass. Is
Inte-
that a thing? You can walk your asshole right out, huh? Guys, I gotta go in, man.
Get your
Like
ass
for
out
real.
Of here.
It's not even hot out. How are you getting swamp ass in March?
Oh man, we walked
No,
everywhere.
It was pretty
It was damp, moist. It was
damp
moist.
and moist.
Yeah.
humid.
Moist down there.
I don't know. Every South by Southwest, I get monkey butt.
Is that where you have
just
to put
raw.
baby powder on it?
Yeah, that's all
Yeah.
raw, and you're like,
Yeah.
because you walk so much and
Yeah.
you're chaffed. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I get it when I go to Cancun.
Monkey butt.
Yeah, and then the girl that I go with has to do I have to do the. I don't need to be powdered.
Powder my butt.
Oh my god.
You never had to do that to your
We-
dad?
We
What?
Oh my god, I'm embarrassed. I don't even know what to do.
Man, my uncle even asked me to do that.
Oh my
you're
god.
a kid.
Matt.
You're a perfect height. Come here.
Matt, don't you know that there's like those little poof things that you can just dip it in and
Yeah, I
poof
didn't
it,
know that.
poof it yourself?
I didn't know
You
that.
can
So I just had.
well, we
like,
don't
when I went
carry
to
makeup
Cancun,
things around
You
with
just
us.
One
poof
time,
it, poof it yourself.
one time I was with
Like a loofah
someone that
for
was doing it. And she
Yes.
slipped because you know
Yes.
how the rooms get real slippery in Cancun because they're tile and it's so
Moist.
moist.
Keep saying
And
moist.
she almost slipped when she was doing it, and
Did the splits.
yeah, while she was getting it done.
Oh.
The powder.
Oh. Oh, while she was powdering you, not getting it
I'm not
done.
joking. If you
Did
go
you
to,
eat
if
the
you go to
fudge
Cancun
and she licked the tunnel?
Yeah, if you go to Cancun and I get whatever you said that was, that terrible condition,
Intestinal distress.
you're gonna powder me.
Oh my
I don't care who's with me.
Is that on your
It can-
dating profile?
Yeah,
On all the
yeah.
apps?
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah.
I need someone that
It's on
can
my
powder me.
What's the Tinder? What are the kids? I don't even know what the kids are doing these days. Is it still Tinder or have they moved
Grindr?
on now?
Grinders for the GAs.
What about?
What?
I don't know what they are now. Bumble.
I did.
Oh,
yeah, I did
yeah.
Bumble.
That was the
I did
one
Bumble.
That I
What did you
heard
think of it?
Ivy talking about.
Bumble was wheels off. Like, I mean, it was fun, but
Worse than Tinder? Like you're
no,
just on there to bang.
It's like Tinder. It's a lot like Tinder, but where the one that was actually there were people that kind of semi had their shit together was the other one, and I can't think of the name of it. Damn it,
Judate.
No.
eHarmony.
No. None. I never paid for any of this crap.
Plenty of fish.
Oh, fish.
No, not plenty
Yeah,
of fish.
I was just gonna say.
That's when I got divorced. They had that. I don't think that's around anymore.
I bet you it's around.
What else? What kind? Look up dating site.
Hinge.
Hinge.
That's a
Hinge.
thing. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, Hinge. There was like I talked to a lawyer.
We just got a message.
I talked to an
Hinge.
accountant. I talked to
What about that other one you were part of?
We don't talk about that one.
What is that one? Is this a cosplay one?
It's a LARPing one.
You're in a LARPing group.
LARP.
LARP dating.
LARP dating. I don't think I'm going to do the dating app thing,
Copyright.
though.
You really
anymore.
shouldn't.
It wasn't-
2021
it was,
GTM. We need to make a LARP dating app.
Oh my god, that would be amazing.
I don't know what I was thinking there for a little
You just
stretch because I did like
Date a character. Sorry, Matt. Go.
I like that part.
What's the?
Yeah, that would be
Straight
really
gut-
cool.
What's the girl in Roger Rabbit?
Jessica Rabbit.
I'd find Jessica Rabbit.
That's really your ideal girl. Big tits.
Oh yeah.
No.
Big
Yes.
tits.
No, I'd go out
What is
with
it?
olive
Yes.
oil.
What? Big tits?
Yes.
And a big ass. Big
Yes.
tits, big
Yeah.
ass.
Yeah.
All right.
You'd rather have tits?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I've been on the show and said that plenty of times.
What
Getting
about
canceled
you?
on this one? I like them all. I like it all. Like all different. I mean,
I mean, what are you really doing with big tits? Like, are you just kind of like, are you like
Suffocating
Like,
myself in them.
oh, okay, right. So fun bags on your face, like
Holding them, playing with them.
I use them
squeezing
when
them,
I'm
laying
hungover.
on
you
them.
like the way they feel.
I like them to be on my face when I'm hungover and just kind of like it kind of puts me to sleep a little. It's like
Watch them bounce around.
this. I put the nipple in the eye, and hopefully it's a real cold room and stuff, and then I just kind of it makes my hangover feel better. And I just
Oh,
kind of
right. Okay.
Yes, cold
right.
nipples are like
like,
they make your bags
make
go
sure.
away
Yeah, it's like putting cucumbers on your eyes.
on your eyes.
Yes.
What's not good?
I had a rough night.
What do you not like? Bee stings obviously are not going to make the cut.
No, I don't mind that either. I don't mind. Like I said, I
Out.
like all type.
What is it?
I'm out.
On what?
On bee stings?
Yeah.
How did we
Man.
get to this objectifying women segment?
Okay,
It's
back-
not objectifying. It's what your preferences
Back
are.
to
Definitely.
cosplay dating app.
Definitely getting canceled now.
On the
Cosplay
LARP.
dating app.
You can't objectify what your preferences are and what you like and don't like. It's
Right.
like saying I like Mexican food more than Italian
no,
food.
No. That will happen pretty soon.
Oh yeah,
Men and women will not be able to say what they're attracted to at all. That's going to happen.
You can't say you like a long dick. That's objectifying.
Who doesn't like a long dick? I mean, that should just be like
Time code.
We are making that a drop.
Thomas, time code.
We
Dad.
have new
I'm
intro
peeking.
stuff.
I'm peeking there. Shauna comes in here and starts talking about
47.
long dicks, and our VU meter just goes.
Who doesn't like a long dick? You're
Who
gonna hear
doesn't like
that
a
in the
long
intro.
dick?
I'm just saying. I mean,
But yeah.
I mean, honestly,
I'll take a small dick.
I'll tell you why, because regular dicks are good, but like the long ones.
Let's have
I'm
dick
just-
talk now.
I'm just saying, it's an unexpected treat when it hits a certain spot, and then it's like, am I gonna squirt or is
Oh,
what's
please.
yeah
Well,
yeah
code?
you could
Time code. So yeah, well, a lot of men guys should know how to make a woman do that. 'Cause
a
there's-
lot of
like,
men
there's
don't
a
even know
pressure
how to
thing
like get the stroke down.
There's a pressure thing you do
Yeah.
here, and then there's a bunch of
Yeah, a lot of guys
nitty-
don't even know
neat
about
tricks.
stroking it. You know, stroking. I'm talking about your stroke game.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
a lot of
yeah.
guys don't even have stroke game.
No, they just have
No,
the
they're
mission,
not good
like
at
the freaking what's his name? Like look like just a board.
They have, yeah, exactly. That's it. It's just to the
dude. That's kind of my thing on porn now. I'm done with the whole like that type porn now. It's just like now I gotta. If someone, I want to see someone that knows what, just like you said, knows what they're doing.
I like watching real people and then being like, I'm better than that dude.
Yeah, I'm over that phase.
Yeah, I mean, you need to have a combination of both. Like, there needs to be like
you need
some
that porn sex for sure. You need to know how to do that.
Yes.
You also need to know how to make love.
Yes.
For several.
And look in the mirror.
Several 2 minutes.
Tuning into the person's energy. Tuning into the person's energy for sure.
When you make love.
Oh my God! Here we go.
Do you look in the mirror? Yeah.
Oh my God!
Yeah. You know what's funny is I
worst opening of a song ever.
I had a buddy, and it was the first time I was could have ever been a part of a swinger type, multi-partner type thing. And I worked at a camera shop, and we developed film, and like he just wanted me to get my dong sucked. That's all he wanted me to do. It's like, man, all you got to do is let her suck your dick while I bang her. It's not that big a deal. And I was a wee lad. Like, I was still in high school when this dude...
You didn't jump in on this?
He was out of school. No.
It's a freebie.
I'll tell you in a second why.
Why would you say no to that?
Because I was shocked and didn't know if he was playing or not. And then he started showing me pictures of her and stuff. And they had a mirror. She had a mirror, or he had a mirror on their ceiling. They didn't live with each other. And then...
That scares the shit out of me. What if that falls in the middle of the night?
A mirror?
Well, I'm sure it's fastened very well.
I'm sure you would fasten yours very well if
I don't think you just throw it up there, kind of.
You put braces all the way around it and glue it.
Definitely use Gorilla Glue on that.
Glue doesn't hold forever.
Yeah, but that's why you have those braces.
Love does.
Oh my God.
So when I hang stuff on the wall, I should hang it with love.
Yeah.
Here's some love. Now stay there forever.
The thing that's crazy is she was smoking too.
Well, so
hot.
Why didn't you do it?
I just chickened out because I had a girlfriend and she knew him and stuff.
Why didn't you bring her over? Be like,
well,
hey man,
see, if
let's have a dinner, man, and let's just see what happens.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I choked. I fumbled.
That's called a cuckold, right?
I fell down and farted, and I think
Not
that's
if
what
you're
they
banging
want.
at the same time.
No, but I think that's what he was headed for, and he was also headed for.
Now, if he sits back on a papasan and puts his socks on and just sits there and watches,
that's a cuckold.
That is, yeah.
Okay.
Like, what's his name? The preacher.
They were way more sexually advanced than me at the time too. Like I barely was banging at that point. I was.
So you'd have walked in with a full-on fear boner.
Yeah, I'd had a fear boner. It had been. That's the other thing I was worried about, her doing that and me just going, oh, like pulling a Forrest Gump. Be like, well, I guess I'll just pull my pants back up.
Can't you recharge? You don't recharge? Like
you were young.
Yeah,
you can recharge.
Within like a couple minutes, right?
I probably never would have decharged at that age.
Yeah,
like it had just
at that age, you
don't decharge really. You're just constantly walking around the halls of school with a boner.
Yeah, there was no.
It sucks.
Right, but then when you
can't get up from the desk when the bell rings, that was the worst. That used to happen to me in the 8th grade, and I just be like,
you can't just like push it down or tuck it into your waistband.
I mean, yeah, but if you walk, you can waistband it and stuff, but it's still obvious because you're
out.
Like, yeah, and if it slips, you know how embarrassing it is because I wore boxers. Yeah,
you lift your shirt up and
only other dudes would know. Chicks don't know to look for that. I never fucking saw a dude with a boner in school ever.
You weren't observant then.
I just didn't know that guys got boners like
all
that.
around you.
All around you.
You had boners all over, like around your face, around your shoulders, your hair.
All over.
You had boners everywhere. There are.
Yeah,
seriously.
We're
not
boners
joking.
everywhere.
Wow.
It's bad when you're in high school, dude. It was you could
like women are.
You could launch a load and then be like, well, it's not going away. I thought that would make it go away, but it's not. I'm still charged up. And I could do it again.
you could release yourself on a 3-wheeler.
And I could do it.
Yeah, but after a while you can't come, right? After a while you're just like
not back then.
Now
you can't ejaculate. You're just like kind of having a kind of a fake orgasm, or you're having like
stuff. Well,
no,
always
once you start
come out.
Yeah, I think once you
until
start
it's powder, like opening a power bottle.
Now I'm not Dr. Ruth or anything, but I'm pretty sure once the male specimen starts having what do you call it? Nocturnal ejaculations?
Yeah, wet dreams.
Right. Then from that point on, then they can jizz.
From my understanding, there's less sperm
no
in it. It's
doctor.
more just the fluid.
Yeah, that stanky yellow crusty stuff that's in teenagers' socks.
Yeah.
Which gets us to a personal hell. If you believe in the afterlife,
The crusty sock.
the crusty sock theory.
You'll have to live in your beanbag in hell will be a crusty
Now,
sock.
are you just using the sock to come into, or are you actually fucking the sock?
No, I just
man,
wipe
you
mine
can-
up.
Yeah, usually, whatever, both.
Still do.
Okay. Well, you can't use tissue?
You don't have time, and then when you're a kid, when you're a wee lad, it's go time.
Hey, sometimes there's a toilet paper shortage.
Oh my god.
Dude, your mom can be outside watering the plants, and some commercial can come on, and you can launch one if you play your game right. Especially with remember El Caliente, like
They
the,
come home and they throw the new Cosmo
Channel
on the
23
table, and
and
you're
Channel
like,
50. Oh yeah,
the new Cosmo will be thrown down there, and you'd be like, oh my god.
Is that the Sears catalog?
Are you serious?
Oh, don't even. When the Victoria's Secrets catalog would
Oh,
arrive.
God, it's a fight, man. It's a fight.
I just got that catalog. Where'd it go?
No way.
We're speaking truth here. Ask
That
anyone in
is-
the chat room. Everybody except Thomas. He'll be like, "Fuck that, man! I never did that. I never jizzed in a sock."
He said he only used toilet paper. He didn't use socks.
That's what American Pie is about.
Yeah, fucking a pie.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Because it's supposed to feel like a warm pie.
Do you think it would feel like that? No.
It doesn't feel like a warm pie.
No, but I mean, you couldn't fuck a pie and get off. You'd have to like stroke it
you
a
can
bit, right?
fuck
Like,
anything and get off. You just said yesterday that there was a guy fucking a ghost in the front of your store.
that is correct.
And he got off. Did he
What?
get off?
I don't know if he did.
There wasn't jizz on your concrete?
No.
You need to tell Matt this story.
Yeah, I want to
Oh.
hear this story.
So
In Liggity Long Beach.
yes, I'm woken up at like 4:00 in the morning to this like,
So you have a cool situation, first off.
Yes.
You have your store with
have
your
ghosts
apartment
that-
above you.
yes.
And it's really, really rad how it's
Yeah.
laid out. So, okay.
It's super cool. So it's a huge
Mixed use type.
It's a live
property?
work space.
Gotcha.
And there's not many in Long Beach, but there are some that are brand new that are like built stunning live work. But like to me that's the ideal situation when you're building a brand. And when you're single like me, like I don't have kids, blah blah blah. I just have Toki Man, but this place is dope. It's
Toki
like
Man.
my dog.
The dog.
Oh.
Yeah, so upstairs it's totally separated. It goes up, right? It's completely separated from the bottom, which is where my production
loft, kind of?
It's like a loft, yeah, because
Yeah.
it's got a half wall so I can look out over and see everything that's going on. But so I wake up and it's really quiet in Long Beach. So we used to have this thing called the Village, which is 1 block up from me, and that used to be the distributor for all of the homeless people, the people that are on the street that have mental illnesses. They would go there like twice a day and get their medication.
Oh, okay.
So they finally moved that during COVID. But when that was going on, there were so many people would just stay close to it so they could get their meds, right? So all kinds of shit would happen all the time. And it's quiet at night. It's like, it's a beach town. So it gets just really quiet. And I hear this noise and I go down, and at this point I've probably called the cops 5 or 6 times on all sorts of different things, not on this
Yeah.
person, but my ear is attuned to like what's happening outside of my store. And so I go down there and I have this like curtain on the front, and I look out, and this guy is like pants down fucking the ground, fucking like,
Oh, yeah. I don't think he was banging a ghost then.
I was like, whoa, is this
He was just,
Hold on.
Oh, there's more?
There's more.
Well, he was fucking this thing, and then all of a sudden he's like, oh, he like jumped up and put his pants on really fast, and he was like, why didn't you tell me you were here? And
To you?
No, to some imaginary person,
To
Oh,
a
yeah.
ghost.
to
Yeah.
somebody. And he had a full-on conversation walking back and forth. I thought it was the cops because I had called the cops. He walked off and they literally pulled up. So I was like, there's no way. The timing of that was not, it was very close, but it definitely wasn't the cops. But he thought he was fucking someone, and he was looking around. I mean, I don't know how he was holding himself up, but he was like,
Yeah.
he was fucking the ground.
What was that?
We have
Dog.
bats. And owls.
So yeah, that I don't think that he was doing a ghost, but mentally ill, severely. So this is the village, is what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Not
Are
like
they-
our village.
Yeah, it's not an apartments of singles.
Yeah.
Which-
with a bunch of
Yeah,
clubs
that
in
I
it.
have to go do a promo with Chris Ryan.
Yeah.
and talk about Dio
Yeah.
to a bunch of weirdos.
People that want to go to gay clubs.
Yeah.
In the middle of them. Dio and gay clubs go well.
So is California opening those back up and putting vaccines in there so these homeless people can get their vaccines with their meds? Seems like that would be the step that they would.
I have no idea. I know there's a shortage.
When did
right
you
now,
come down here?
Like a week ago.
And they hadn't yet. They hadn't been reopened for the homeless to get their meds.
I haven't really been paying attention, to be honest. I'm not taking a vaccine. It's full of nanotech and it changes your DNA. So I'm staying far.
You won't have to worry about it.
Well, specifically, just
much longer because
that place, the village was not open when you left, though. Still,
No, it's still open,
Oh, it
but
was?
because
Okay.
it's specific, it's a mental health place where they just dole out medication. So if you're on a prescription for like psychotics, you would go there to
See,
get your medication every day.
Okay. So getting back to homeless in Austin and there, that's one of the things that they say is a product of COVID. Though is there's a lot of the psych community and doctors and counselors and stuff are doing only Zoom calls. And I'm sorry, that's great. You're getting to
My doctor, that's all they do.
and
it's
that's
long
cool,
enough
I
to give me my
understand.
drugs.
And it's better than getting COVID, I guess. But man, psychology is about also, and therapy, all that stuff's about human contact, like real human contact. People think that these Zoom meetings are, oh well, you're still getting your human contact. No, you're fucking not. You're not. You're not getting your human.
No, you're
There's not
absolutely
at
right.
all.
I
You're
had
in
a
an
neighbor.
alternative reality.
I had a neighbor in Denver that when me and my ex moved into this townhome, she brought over, after we'd been there for like 3 weeks, she brought over a little tin of cookies. And I took the cookies
Mushroom
and I
cookies
touched her. No, I touched her on the arm.
To make sure she was real.
No, I said, thank you so much. And she broke down in tears and said, do you know how long it's been since someone has touched me? And I said, would you like a hug? I gave her a hug and she just sobbed the whole time.
You
She's
should have
like,
freaked her out and said, "I'm COVID." By the
this
way,
is
COVID
like,
positive.
this
by
is
the way.
like 15 years ago.
Oh, it was before
But
COVID.
to your point, it's
She had never been
important.
touched.
She had been touched in a very long time. She was an elderly woman who was estranged from her daughter and her son and divorced. So she lived in this townhome next to us with her dog. And just there was no, I mean, she didn't go anywhere where anyone, it just was so stark for her to be touched.
When was that in
like
in
15 years
Colorado?
ago when I was,
Or
yeah,
here?
when I was with Eric
Eric Garcia?
Bergstrom. No, my ex.
Your
my
ex?
My ex-husband.
Oh, I didn't know him. Yeah, I never met him.
You didn't meet
I
him?
don't think so. The dude you got married to in Hawaii?
Yeah.
No, yeah, I didn't meet him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that guy.
You've been with a few Erics.
Yeah. Couple.
Garcia?
You like that name.
I don't know about that name.
Delegard?
You done with them?
Yeah, kind of done with
Do
all
you
that.
know? Do you know what kind of man astrology wise you're attracted to?
Well, so I've
Do your stones tell you?
well, I've
your gems?
recently been
Should I leave
talking
the room?
No. I've recently been talking to a
Chakra?
it's a fire sign and what is
Fire
a
sign.
Scorpio, I think.
Is that party
What's a
they try to
fire
have on
sign?
that island?
What's your sign? A
Libra.
Virgo?
I'm a Libra.
Libra.
I'm a weirdo.
What's your sign? You're a Capricorn.
Capricorn.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
with
both
you.
Capricorns. Yeah.
Yeah.
I really love a
So
Virgo
dominant.
and I love some Pisces and that's the fish. That's
yeah.
March. That's Jennifer's a Pisces.
Oh, okay.
They're super laid back, go with the flow, but they can also be like,
take charge.
Not no, they kind of get lost in the flow. Like they're not grounded and rooted to anything. Like we're earth signs, so we're very grounded and rooted. Like us, we're also the Capricorn is the slow climb to the top. Like it's
What's
important.
A fire sign. What are those?
Speaking of a slow climb to the top, let me check my Robin Hood. Y'all keep going.
Your Robin Hood. Yeah,
Yeah.
we should talk about that.
I bought a bunch of Dogecoin today.
Oh.
Dogecoin.
Oh.
You doging, bro?
I'm doging.
How many units did you get?
Hold on, I'll tell you.
I bought 1,400 units.
How much was that?
I don't know. It wasn't a lot of money at all.
I have 1,714.
Yeah.
1714. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, fire signs, I think is Scorpio. Is it Cancer a fire sign and Aries? I don't know. They're all very different. It's not an accident though that you are the sign that you're born under. That's not an accident.
Well, here's the thing that's weird is the other day I was thinking everyone that I've had long-term relationships with have been women that were
I'm glad they're women.
that were either their birthdays were in May or November. Very weird.
That's a Sagittarius. May
very,
is
very weird.
an Aries.
And I'm 3 Libra.
You're a Libra.
Yeah, I'm a Libra. I'm the weird one
I don't know much about Libras.
because we're mystic.
Libra's the scales, right?
I have no idea.
The scales, yeah.
Like
right?
I don't know much about this stuff. I tend to think
I
that
don't
it's
know.
horseshit. I think that it's
It's not.
to make decisions based off of. I think that there's some validity to it, but I don't think that you should be basing major decisions, about your signs. And
It's a
stuff. I think
tool
if
to
you
help
like
you to know
someone-
yourself.
Yeah, I think if you like someone,
I got the tools to satisfy.
then I'm not going to be worried about their birth month
Correct. Well,
or their
you
birthstone or any of that stuff.
liking someone can supersede what their astrological sign is, but I won't date a Leo.
Oh, wait, no, that's a chupacabra or a
I
chewy.
won't.
What's a put 'em up, a Leo,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The lion.
What month is that?
That's August.
Oh yeah.
I won't
Man,
date
I got
a Leo.
a lot of people in my family that are in August.
I have my younger
just be like,
brother's a Leo.
Fuck you. I will not date you.
You
No,
know
I
who's
just
you know
have
who's a good Libra?
Who?
Putin.
Oh God.
Putin.
Putin.
He's a Libra. Who
Yeah.
are the most famous Libras out there besides me?
Kim Kardashian.
Oh
All right.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
Yeah.
Kate Winslet.
Yeah. Okay. She's the one from the
Is that the scales?
Titanic.
Yeah, the
Libra
Titanic.
and the scales, right?
Yeah.
The scales?
Will
What's-
Smith.
Libra is the
and-
scales?
You
I
ready?
think it is.
You ready for this?
Is this the most famous?
Eminem.
No, yeah. That's it. And then it goes to
Ma-
Stubbs.
Then it goes
of the
to
Jerry Jonestown Massacre
Then it goes
podcast
to
show.
some spare named Margaret Thatcher.
Okay.
No one cares about her. And then F. Scott Fitzgerald, Oscar Wilde,
So what sign are you?
I'm a
Ralph
Capricorn.
Lauren,
What are the most famous Capricorns?
Kid Rock.
Kid Rock's a Capricorn. There you go.
Kid Rock's a Capricorn.
Yeah, he's
My
on the
name
man.
is
Isn't
same
Oprah? I
birthday.
think Oprah Winfrey's a Capricorn.
Oh yeah. You
Or
be
maybe
the
Michelle
Capricorn.
Obama. Maybe.
Yeah.
No, I
That's
got
racist,
I got
by
good
the way.
people. I got good people in this Capricorn camp. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Bradley Cooper,
Ooh.
Stephen Hawking, which would explain why I'm so smart. Tiger Woods, Jim Carrey.
You just glaze over the
Tiger Woods.
Tiger
Gross.
Woods.
Yeah,
He's
we just go with
gross.
that. Elvis,
Well, you don't have to worry.
Oh.
Elvis, there you go.
Muhammad Ali, Sir Isaac Newton,
There
Mel
you go.
Gibson,
Racist.
Howard Stern.
Anti-Semitic.
Oh God, Howard Stern. He's so gross.
You can shut the fuck up and get the fuck out of here.
He's so gross.
Timeline. That too.
That is so
Matt
great.
Thomas.
That was amazing.
Especially your laugh.
I've had to
That's
do
going to be
that.
pulled for
I've
sure.
had to do that quite a bit.
The Shauna hackle. Cackle. The cackle hackle.
So, since we're
In
talking about
California.
signs and everything, let's talk about this fucking time change and other astrical stuff and
Yeah,
how
why
it
do we
needs to
still
go
do
away.
that? Yeah, why do we
That's
still
so
fucking
annoying.
do
So
that?
annoying, man.
Does,
so
like,
annoying.
I don't understand that no one understands that daylight will be balanced. It all balances out no matter what. The planet and the sun don't give a fuck about the daylight savings
No.
time.
No,
they
don't.
still have the same amount of sunlight.
But
in
it's
a
called
given period of time.
daylight saving time, and it's meant for farmers.
No, it's not.
That's what it was created for.
It was not created for that. It was created before farmers or
It was
around the
created to give
farmers.
farmers
That's a
an extra
myth.
hour. Are
That's
you
a myth.
sure? Are
I
you
swear to
sure?
God, look it up.
What was it created for then? It's not that old. We
For
haven't been
school
doing it.
kids.
We haven't been doing it for that
There's
fucking
two
long.
things that they say it was created for school kids, so that the sun would be up. They would have daylight when they left for school and came home from school, which when they come from home from school they should. And the other myth that's like a half myth is for energy consumption.
It
But
is
it's not for
the
farmers.
correct,
So-
in the correct. I think the correct pronunciation though is daylight saving time.
Daylight saving time. It is.
Yeah, it's
Daylight saving. It's to save the daylight because you're extending it. And in the wintertime, when you change the time, it makes it.
yeah, it's not a savings account.
But
no.
how can states like Arizona get away with
Just
not
give the bird to it.
participating?
Yeah.
How do we
There's another
have?
one too,
Hawaii
isn't there?
does, don't they?
I don't know.
They have to.
I don't know. But I mean,
It
Arizona
screws
is in the.
everything up.
It does.
Screws Europe up. It screws Asia up.
I do
it
think
screws
that
the
I mean
markets up.
this is a conspiracy theory that it's created by the cabal to keep our circadian rhythm off.
I think it was
off
created
of-
by the Rothschilds to keep us down, to push us down.
Maybe.
And this is
We'll
all
try
a
to
global
keep us down.
cabal to keep us down and the elites up. And
I
we
mean,
need
that is
to
the
get-
agenda. You know,
It gets our circadian rhythm off, and we're just screwed up for 9 months out of the year.
well, as soon as we balance out, then they
It's
change
time
it
to change
again.
it.
Yeah.
And the time changes, the beginning and the end. More people have heart attacks and
Oh, yeah,
car
yeah, yeah,
accidents and
Seizures, all kinds of
seizures,
shit,
all sorts
man.
of shit like
Fucking
that around the
hemorrhoids.
time change than any other time of the year. Hemorrhoids, monkey butt.
Oh
Monkey
my
butt,
God.
whatever that thing is you explained a while
Well,
ago.
you know,
Intestinal distress.
intestinal distress. I mean,
Swab bass.
let's talk about it for real. It happens this time every year, and this is also the same time as South by Southwest, and I get monkey butt at South by Southwest every
Right
year.
now.
So
It's a
it
correlation.
relates.
It's a correlation.
all correlates.
Way to figure it out, Dustin.
Well,
If we went and had a pedicab to get us
yeah.
back to the car,
You guys took a fucking pedicab?
we did when we were
after
there
the
with
boat.
you.
After we left the boat, we went and saw the
That
Fort
poor
Worth Showcase.
guy. How many
We have it on
piled
video
that?
somewhere.
How many people piled on
two?
the pedicab? The
Yeah.
two of you took a pedicab.
We
and-
broke his chain.
Yeah, he broke his chain, and he almost got in a fight. And we were thinking about paying him till he took us to DFW.
We were gonna see how far north he would take
like
us.
how far up 35 he'd go, but we chickened out because we were.
He
drunk.
wouldn't have made it.
We
to
wanted to go to
183.
the strip club
He wouldn't have made it to Round Rock.
where you disappeared.
Yeah. So
That was
If
when
I-
you disappeared.
if
I
I wouldn't have
disappeared?
taken, yeah, we were
You were
gonna
supposed
take
to
you
hang
to the
out,
strip
and you
club.
went. You took off. Remember?
What happened to me?
You
I
went to
think
the
you were
hotel
tired.
though
What?
with someone you found on the boat.
What?
I did not find anybody on the boat.
I didn't know about that.
I did not find anybody on the boat.
I'm just making that up.
A bunch of those were just
I
a
found
bunch
a lot of women on the boat that day, but they didn't find me.
Really? There
Yeah,
weren't
that
very
was-
many cute people on that
Yeah,
boat.
that
Yeah,
night,
there
night
were.
one
that
there
night
was.
one was bad.
Upstairs.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
drunken sexual chaos on that boat.
and drone chaos.
Yeah, I kept freaking out.
Did I
about
miss
the
that
drone.
one? I must have missed that
No,
one.
you
you're
were
down-
on the night
yeah.
one too.
Oh,
Yeah, it's when
I
the
when we did the sunset.
oh,
cruise,
the lights and all of
and then
that.
the lights came on.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
everything.
There were a lot of hot chicks up there.
Hmm.
Where were you?
What? I was there the whole
In
time.
Austin,
Well,
on the
I
boat.
know, I know, but like, where were you? Were you
was
like?
with y'all.
I clearly you were on the upper deck, but like, did I say what's up to you?
Yes,
you were doing
we
your
hung
thing. Yeah,
out
we
with
were.
you
You were
and
doing your stand and stuff.
We hung
remember?
around your
Right,
stand.
no,
we
I
hung
get-
out.
yes.
We all hung out all day
No,
long.
Yes, I know
Me and
that. I'm
Jeremy
talking
were
about at
extremely-
night.
Oh,
At
high
night.
Were you trying to bang him
No, you had a girlfriend
over the railing?
No, I didn't have a girlfriend then.
and she fucking hated me.
I did not have a girlfriend then. I don't
What was
think.
that chick's name?
It was
Brittany.
only 3 years ago.
No, that's I have a baby with her now.
So yes, you
It
were.
was more
with
than
her.
a girlfriend, but was I then?
Yeah, it was
thought I
only
was
3 years
single then.
ago.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
It was
yeah,
the
yeah,
last live South by,
yeah.
last living South by.
Yeah, that was you.
So,
had,
yeah, I was with her then.
Oh no, yeah, 2018. That's when that happened.
Was it 2018?
2019.
Was that the last live one?
2019?
It was 3
Yeah.
years ago.
So it was 2019 because we haven't done one this. Or okay, so it was 2018.
2018. Yeah.
2018.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
were still together. How long have you been broken up?
Yeah, I tried to line
2
it up
years?
for 2019, and that was all weird.
2 years?
Yeah, I think coming up in June.
Holy crap, man!
Yeah.
I think wasn't that? Wasn't
She
it summer?
totally didn't even know.
'Cause it was when you were
she
on a
was
trip.
pissed at me that I didn't fill her in on the knowledge of
I
what's
was-
going on around here.
And I
You were
talk
on
to
a- you went
Jennifer
on a
all the
trip?
time. Like, what's the goss, bro?
You went on a trip to somewhere. Whenever you went on that trip's when we broke up.
When I went to a Page, Arizona,
Yeah.
or not Arizona, Utah, whatever, Lake Powell, Monument Valley, and all that.
Yeah, I lived over here for a
I want
week.
to do that again.
I do too. I want to do it for the first time.
I think we should just load up the truck and take off with a bunch of mushrooms.
Yeah.
Ooh, I want to do that.
Go out in the middle of the desert, look
Yeah.
at Antelope Valley,
Yeah.
Antelope Canyon.
So awesome.
Have you guys ever done DMT?
No.
He
Have you?
wants to.
No, I don't.
I've done it.
I do not want to do that because
I
I'll
did
be
it-
the
I
sucker
did it a
that
year
does
ago.
The freaking
And?
imagines he's gone away for 2,000
And?
years.
It was amazing.
Have you ever floated in a tank?
Yes.
Deprivation
Same
tank?
thing?
Twice. The very first time I did it, I had an out of body experience.
Okay, same thing.
The
The
deprivation
second time
tank
I didn't.
or DMT.
No, it was I did DMT last year.
How long did it last?
From probably like 20 minutes, 25 minutes
Mm-hmm.
ish.
Did you go back in time? Did you go forward
It was
in time?
so
Did
the
you see the clock
purpose
trolls?
I saw the fucking most amazing shit I have ever seen in my entire life. ever, hands down.
Danny Carey playing drums.
Well, what was no, but
No clock trolls though.
no.
Alex Gray. art.
Everything on the planet, like everything in my room. So I took like so the whole purpose of me doing it was to blast off. I wasn't gonna just like do it and just kind of experience like visuals. I wanted to like leave this dimension. And
How'd you prep yourself for that?
So my friend Tom was like, okay, this is what he had done it like a couple times before, and he had done it the weekend before me, and I was supposed to do it and chickened out. And so he's like, well, what's going to happen is you're going to get to a certain point where you don't want to smoke anymore, and I'm going to have to make you. And so I just want to make sure you know what you're in for. And I was like, okay. And you really do get to that point. I was like, I don't care. I don't care to blast off anymore. And he was like, no, you said you wanted to do this. And I couldn't move my arms at this point. Like I couldn't lift them. And I was like, okay. So he had to lift the bowl and I remember at that point, well, what happens is at the very beginning, the first couple hits, everything in the room just turns cartoony, and it's stunning. It's gorgeous. Everything's beautiful.
Like when the Trailer Park Boys eat their mushrooms.
I don't know. I haven't seen that episode.
Like
animation episode
in Who Framed Roger Rabbit, they go to Cartoon Land.
Yeah,
and they run over Mr. Pie.
Yeah, it's kind of like everything looked like a cartoon. Like Tom's eyes were he looked like a cartoon. But what I also saw was I saw myself looking at the floor. I saw sacred geometry around everything. So I could see like everything that I would look at. Like if I looked at this on the DMT, I could see mathematical equations telling me the exact angle that
That's
this
what
was.
I saw on acid.
In space and time, how big this was. I also could see
like what's the movie? The Tom Cruise movie about the future.
Minority
Crimes.
Report.
We all like.
No, not like that. That's too not like that.
I know what you're talking about.
So
like
everything
like
goes
I could see coding in the world when on acid.
Even the rounded edges have math, and I could see like my hand where it met the floor. I could see the angle by which my hand and the floor related to each other, and it was mathematical.
Why didn't you mine any Bitcoin?
So. Continuing on.
20 minutes
okay,
is
so
a
that,
long.
You know all
that's
those
a
mathematical
DMT trip.
equations you could have mined in Bitcoin.
I think you
was
probably
was that 20 minutes of that intensity or 20,
no. So you
just
start
felt
you
the
start
effect
you start
started
there.
when you came down.
You start there,
That's a
and
long
when you
trip.
smoke again, it goes into this. You know, all of those graphics that you see on like Instagram or whatever, people like posting things like fractals that come at you and they never stop. When you smoke a little more, everything starts to turn into that. Yeah. And that's the part they call like the waiting room. That's the part that you get up to before you blast off. You like kind of hit a cap. And I was like, I don't like this. I don't like the way it looks. Everything was really tiny and repeating patterns, and kind of like everything was coming at my face like these.
So it really was an Alex Gray art piece.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Alex Gray nails, except his stuff is more refined. Like you don't actually see things like that, but everything it does repeat. Like to infinity, and it never stops. Like when you try to focus in on one thing, that thing becomes something else, and you're over here, and it's like this weird. And I didn't really like it because the colors went from being really vibrant and colorful, and everything was really big, like your eyes, to now everything being really tiny and moving, and everything's moving at one time. And I got so overwhelmed visually that I had to close my eyes. But it's happening inside of your brain too. And so I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't feel good. And I recorded the whole thing. But my friend Tom's
Do you still
like,
have it?
I do.
On recording?
Yeah.
I want to see it.
Yeah. No, not video, just audio recording it.
Oh.
But I was like, hurry up. So I took one last hit. And when I did, you know that sound at the end of The Matrix where it goes, like that kind of metallic kind of going into a tube sound.
Is that metallic?
Do you know what I'm saying? Do you
I know
know
what you're talking about when they transferring it out. Yeah.
Yes. That's the sound I heard, and I could see this tube, this black hole coming towards me, and I was like, what is about to happen? And it hit me and swallowed me up, and I was no longer in this dimension. I was gone. I was gone, and I think I was probably gone for like 5 or 6 minutes. Maybe 4 or 5 minutes, 4 to 6 minutes.
But you don't remember
it was.
anything past the when you got gobbled into the black hole?
Oh yeah, I had a whole experience.
Do you remember any of that?
My higher self picked me up and placed me in the bottom of this parking garage, and there was space beyond us, and there were ETs behind me. And she was saying, I was like,
not clock trolls.
What are those?
Clock trolls is what everybody sees. They're called clock trolls. They're little they're small, like little trolls. That's
No.
one of the most common hallucinations on DMT.
No, these were ETs because I'd seen them.
ETs.
I'd seen them in my meditations every day leading
Well,
up
you're
to.
supposed to release DMT when you meditate. That's the goal of meditation.
So what's interesting is,
And dreaming.
and my higher self told me this. I was like, "This is DMT." She's like, "I told you. I've been telling you all week. You don't need it." And I was like, so I saw myself in this egg, and I was like, "Why is it so loud?" It sounded like kids banging on pots and pans. And I was like, "Why is it so loud in here?"
What, do you have a mom?
Do you have a dad? Pow!
It was fucking loud. And then I was like, why is it so loud in here? And why am I in the, she didn't want me to have an experience necessarily on like the blasting off part, but she said
Yourself didn't want you to have your own experience.
right, because it wasn't necessary because of what she was getting ready to show me.
Oh.
So she showed
Her
me
vagina.
myself in an egg, and what the top of this egg, which was where my head was like pressing up against, was the cap of where you can go on, where I could go on DMT. She's like, this is where you go on DMT. And I was like, this is it? I go here in meditation all the time. And she's like, this is where you go. So then she opened the side of this parking garage, and she pointed out this spot in space, and she's like, that's where you go when you meditate. And as soon as I looked at the spot, I was at that spot, and that spot moved that much further out.
Yeah.
And so basically she was saying it's infinite. She said you take the long route. That's it. So I was like, I have way more interesting experiences when I meditate regularly than I do on this. I actually just did it because I wanted to fast track or like blast open like another level of consciousness, but I was actually already doing that in my regular meditations. And I was like, I said, holy shit, I don't ever want to do this again. She's like, you never have to. And I was like, she's like, it's almost over. And I just remember thinking like, I could see these like stairs open up, and those things, they kind of look like those things in the Matrix, those bugs that come in and they try to get in to the ship. Kind of looked like that coming at me. And I was like, I just want it to be done. And as soon as it kind of lessened a little bit, I opened my eyes, and everything in the room was still like really kind of crazy. And then within like 1 or 2 minutes, it was like I had never even smoked anything. I was like, are you fucking kidding me right now? There was no residual.
Wait, had you been drinking?
No.
Had you been smoking weed?
No.
You don't do any of that.
I don't do any of that anyway.
Do what?
I'd stay clean doing DMT.
No, I know a lot of fuckers that have done it when they've been drunk and they
Don't
didn't
do it
realize they
drunk,
were doing it.
man. Let's remember, man.
Dude, I just remember having the feeling because
I'd
I've
be
done
set up to do it.
mushrooms. I've done lots of ecstasy and lots of LSD. And I remember thinking like, this
When
is
someone
the...
touches your hand, that's when you're Molly.
Oh, what?
The tingle.
Oh my God.
Already
the
forgot that?
The tingle. Oh yeah, the tingling. Oh my God. Bad tingles on Molly. It's so bad. Oh my God.
I bet.
Bad. No, but I remember thinking this is the granddaddy of all psychedelics.
I've had some experiences on shrooms that have been not quite that as intense, but the spiraling out, the Alex Gray stuff, I've had that on shrooms.
Oh yeah, you do. You would, yeah.
And the when I was a kid, that's how I used to draw and do my art and stuff. Would be stuff that goes into things that goes into. And I forgot, one of my relatives said it looks like schizophrenic art.
That's what
it
my
just goes into
art teacher
other
used to
stuff
say.
and like, and it spirals out. Not to be cliche, but like Alex Gray and what Tool talks about all the time, and
yeah. Well, we're all tapping into the same energy.
The thing that I'm not into with DMT though is this whole. Some people say that they come back and feel like they've been gone for thousands of years. I want no part of that. I'm not in.
That's
with the time
what freaks
trip.
me out. I'm
not
not
down
into
with the
this
time
whole.
trip.
I'm going back in time and living another lifetime and then coming back
like thousands of years.
I'm living
and,
the entire Leave It to Beaver life
There's
in
some
black
people that
and
say
white.
that.
For
I can see
years,
how
and I'm
that
like,
would happen because
I
you're
don't know
not.
if I want to do that.
You're not in this dimension, so you're not really aware of like being this version of yourself and also being that version of yourself.
And I also don't know if I like the whole taking 3 hits. Like the ones that I've seen have been real intense and done it one time, and that's been it. They took
Can
one
we not have it in
gobber
liquid
hit.
form?
I'm sure
It's
they're
not
getting,
the
they're
hits
probably
aren't
getting there.
the hits aren't bad. It's not that bad. I mean, you'll know. Like you have to. You just take everyone's experience in and then make your own. Decide what kind of experience you want to have. Because I think if I did it again, I might take 1 or 2 hits.
Did you see any of your old homes, like childhood homes or childhood imagery?
Uncle Touchy?
No, but I will say I feel like you have the people that are having experiences like that, because it's supposed to be used as plant medicine, like what we would use mushrooms for, what what we're supposed to be using marijuana for, what ayahuasca is for. It's all the same. It's for consciousness expansion, and it's for healing.
It's for a reset.
It's for healing. And the healing, what these things do, like ayahuasca, brings up the things that you're holding onto energetically in your body that are tied to subconscious memories.
Give me that blue owl.
That need to be healed, right? Yeah. So that's why when you have experiences like that, you have zero control over trying to temper your triggers or trying to I don't want that experience. The experience just unfolds in front of you.
Yeah.
And you're observing
exactly
yourself experiencing this. And that happens so that you can release it. It's your body trying to, it's like, that is the highest order.
That's also why the DMT is released while you're dreaming, is to help release
and to cope
stuff
with
like
death.
that.
It's also when you're born and when you die. They say that you release DMT. A lot of people think that the light at the end of the tunnel, all that
it is
visionary
DMT.
stuff is DMT.
Yeah, it
being
is
released
absolutely.
When you're actually your body's getting you prepared to die.
Correct.
The thing that's really cool, actually it's not cool because they stopped doing the studies, was that's exactly what psychologists, what everybody was trying to, and psychiatrists were trying to do back in the 90s, the early 90s, because it wasn't a controlled substance yet at all. Like MDMA,
right?
All those, the DMT, all LSD. Well, LSD was, but a lot of those hardcore ones that they thought were therapeutic, mushrooms and all that, wasn't even a controlled substance. And then all of a sudden, and there were studies being done by the government and by doctors that were subsidized by the government, saying, hey, see what this is good for and all that. And then when they did, I don't know if it was when what period it happened, but all of a sudden they could put the kibosh on all that shit. And a lot of that was in not Deep Ellum, but in Dallas.
But you know
there was
why?
a lot of clinics that were studying all that stuff in Dallas.
It's because if it expands your consciousness, and the government, I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but
they don't like that.
The powers that be do not want you to understand your own personal power, what you have available to you, right? When you start doing things like that and having those experiences,
it scares the government.
It does, because you become a sovereign being. You understand who you are as a sovereign child of God, not like who you are as Matt, who lives in Texas and does these things. Who you are, a human born on this free planet.
You should be thinking that way anyway.
We should, but we are not. We live under programming, and that is what people, I think, are waking up to now. Is that we are
sick of the two-party system, and you're either this or this, type stuff.
No, you're your own individual, and it doesn't matter.
That's what's
what
so
happens
funny when
at the government level.
See, it's funny.
To take
it's funny
care of
when
shit
you talk
locally.
to. It's funny when we're gonna get lit up for this, but it's funny when you talk to these hardcore Democrats that are also prescribed to the type of things we've been talking to. And you're going, dude, you are zoned in and signed into, hey, just tell me what to do and let me get in the program here by the way you think about voting and stuff.
Well, here to their defense, what happens is
the person's defense, right?
To the Democrats or the liberals that are signing up for these, these things that sound really good, they're really beautiful things that are suggested or put forward as ideas that sound really lovely. Like if you think about what you think about what socialism sounds like, it sounds beautiful on the outside, right? But that's not. If we studied history, though, what I'm trying to say is exactly that. If you look at the history,
also everybody thinks they can change it.
Right.
Make it work.
But socialism on its face, if you look at just what it sounds like, it sounds amazing, right?
Does, yeah.
Everyone's cared for. We have this equal thing. And, maybe we don't call it socialism. Maybe we call it like a new capitalism where everyone has an opportunity. If you want to work a little more, you get a little more reward. If you want to just be whatever, you can be whatever. Because we're not meant to come here and be slaves. We're not meant to come here and suffer. We're meant to come and have experiences. We're meant to learn. We're meant to grow and evolve as human beings, right? We're not meant to get into this rat race. But I think that's what these liberals sign up for, those ideas, and they're not actually thinking for themselves. So they're not asking the hard questions, but there is an agenda that is hidden behind the facade of that really beautiful thing. Socialism leads to communism. And if you look at our history of all of that shit, every time
humans can't handle it.
We're
Yeah.
just
Like we just can't handle that shit. It
Well,
always
no,
goes south.
what
It's like
happens
communism
is
and
you have a nice socialism setup and
And then it-
everything looks beautiful and everything, but then you get one asshole that gets in control of it and is like, you know what I can do?
yep.
I can,
I can take care of my
control
family, I
all
can take care
these
of my-
people.
right, service
I
to
can,
self.
I can
It's-
turn
yeah.
this entire country
Correct.
into
Correct.
doing my bidding,
Correct.
and
Yeah.
it becomes communism.
Yeah. Correct. It's a power trip. It's all ego based, service to self based. When you're doing socialism and you're doing it from a pure place, it's service to others. If you say, Dustin, you provide this thing for service to the collective, to the whole, right? I do this thing, service to the collective and to the whole. We all sort of take care of each other by doing the thing that we love the most. So we're serving ourselves, but through others, right? There's a give and a take. It's an equal exchange of like energy.
And it would be perfect if it stayed that way.
Correct.
But we're all imperfect people, and there's always someone that wants to be in control and wants the power.
Right.
And that's where it
Yeah,
all gets
some
fucked
little
up.
asshole that's pissed off his art didn't do as well, and he starts fucking with his mustache.
That's ego. That's ego. But
It's
going
ego, and
Ego
it's,
is the-
it's wanting
ego's
power,
the
and that's
killer.
what kills
You ever
everything.
read the Power of Now?
Yes.
It's a great book.
Great
and
book.
The whole thing is watch the Watcher. If you learn to do that, watch the Watcher with your meditation and take a step back from ego. And
But
then-
see,
and it's
ego
like
is a really beautiful
double-edged
tool.
sword. Yeah, but it's a double-edged sword. It's a double-edged sword.
If you're not balanced out, if you're
the now.
meditating and you're becoming the observer, because in order to become the observer, you have to get quiet and you have to shift out of your
right.
of your present moment, and you have to
Right.
become the observer of who you are, right? So you're not actually
It usually
you're
scares
multidimensional.
people. Yeah.
You're two different people. You're the person that's doing the thing and you're the observer watching you do the thing, right? So if you can get your higher self, which is another element of who you are, because we're multidimensional beings. We're not just this one person having this human experience. We have the ego mind that's keeping us in check, that's kind of keeping us protected. The ego is created to keep you safe, right? So it's going, well, what do you think about that, right? But it's imbalanced because we don't have the other side of it to keep it becomes kind of lopsided because our higher self is not activated because people are not spending time within activating the higher self.
So do you think that the next step in evolution will be like the higher plane or the next dimension for humans would be the way to like control and access both at the same time in day-to-day activities?
Correct. When you have
'Cause there's a lot
someone
of people that think that's
But
the
how
next
many
step.
people do you come in day-to-day contact that actually think along those lines?
What,
Most
that can
people are
do that?
too fucking dumb.
No,
and too
dude,
fucking
no,
stupid. to-
anybody has the power to do it.
They have the power to do it, but most
But you
people won't or
won't put
don't
it-
care,
right, don't put in
or
the
they're
work to try
too
to-
just not there to do
Well,
that.
they don't have any reason to propel them. Like typically the reason why we go after something or change something in our lives is due to like hitting rock bottom. We're
Like an
very
apparatus.
uncomfortable. We're forced into
Something to-
change, right?
yeah.
Like people don't take care of their bodies until their doctor says, well, you're going to fucking die or you can take
Yeah.
care of your body, right?
And most people don't think of on a second plane watching themselves until they've done something wrong, and they realize they've done something wrong, and
so almost like a disciplinary.
But is that
like-
wrong
thing,
or is
yeah.
that a tool that your higher self is using so that you can see yourself better?
It could be a tool to see yourself, but most of them don't use that tool until it's a time to ask for forgiveness for something they've done.
Right. They don't understand what that actually is as a tool, right?
Yeah.
They don't see it as that.
They don't see it as that, and it doesn't come out until
Well, it's not real. It's not if it's being used like he's saying, then it's a fraud.
No, but
it's not real.
but
It's not real in the now.
Yeah.
You have anxiety about something that's going to happen in the future, so you adjust your behavior.
And what you want is you
Whereas-
want people to be able to see themselves from an outside perspective on a day-to-day basis with all the actions they do, so that way their actions are good and clean. You know, and
Utopia.
they're good people.
Yeah.
Leads down to
Right.
utopia, but most people don't see the actions they've done until after they've done something wrong.
Well, a lot of people don't even meditate, man. Like
Well,
that's the thing.
meditation
It all
is-
starts with meditation.
it-
You start
absolutely.
meditating, and then you start getting into this stuff. Like that's the one thing I love about the Power of Now. It tells you how important just breathing
Right.
is, and the just even if you start off with like 2 minutes a day, like
That's
that's a
true.
starting point, and it changes
It's true.
it changes the way you start looking at things when you do it to form, and you try to follow what I guess Buddhist monks made it up, right? Or
Oh no,
someone-
it's
been
it's
around
from
forever,
the
but
beginning of time.
They utilized it the most
Right.
out of any religion, I would say.
Well, what
right?
they're trying to do is get to samadhi is what they're trying to do. They're trying to ascend in a body. Typically when you ascend, you have to die. What they're trying to do is ascend still in a
Yeah.
human form because we are dense creatures. Our vibrations
So what
are
does
low.
Tolte or what's his name says that's called when you do that? You're
It's nirvana. It's
it's almost
samadhi.
like waking up. It's
It
like
is.
awakening
It
kind of.
is. That's kind of what. So right now, our planet is going through a gigantic awakening, and that is becoming aware of like having that intuition that when a politician is on television and they're saying something to you, and you're like, the words sound good, but I feel your intention. Something feels icky. There's something not right about this.
Yeah, it's
But you
all
can't.
of them.
Right. You can't
They're
quite
all
put
like
your.
that.
Some people don't even feel that or sense that at all. There's layers to this. So like your layer wherever you are is appropriate for you. When you're ready for the next level, you will crave the things that you need to go to the next level. What happens when you meditate is it raises your vibration and it brings those elements to you very quickly.
What
When
do
you do plant medicine, it raises your vibration. What it's doing is it's showing you your trauma and it's giving you an opportunity to make peace with those things or to let your body physically release the energy that you're holding in your body as trauma that you're unaware of. And by doing that, it naturally raises your
reset.
vibration.
So
it's not a
what's-
reset. Your vibration goes up. It's like letting off anchors, right?
Yeah.
And you become more and more buoyant, right? And you're going up and up and up. And as
So-
you go up and up and up, you have access to higher vibrational things that existed at the same time that you were down here at this lower level.
So there's also a train of thought that, well, like some people I've heard say that they think there's an event that's going to happen where everyone is going to do it all at once.
Yes.
Is that because based on it's going to kind of be like a chain reaction thing? Like
when
once one person
Bitcoin
figures
hits
it out, it's like,
60K, we're all doing it.
Oh my God.
like it's confusing to think that an event's going to happen to where everybody all of a sudden just elevates into this new dimension.
Well, because the planet is going through an ascension process right now.
It totally is,
and
yeah.
And if you know, if anybody
Communication
and any
is-
of the listeners know what the Schumann resonance is, this is
I've been to that house.
This is actually a
That's where you buy your shoes.
they're measurements kept by scientists, and I think there's one in Russia and there's one in Italy. But they measure the vibration in the ionosphere. And
Well,
they
that's what HARP was supposed to do too.
No, this is totally.
It was supposed to measure, but it turned into a weapon.
Well,
But yeah,
it controls the weather.
it
But
does control the weather and turn into a weapon. But it was also supposed to. They shut it down, but it was supposed to do the same thing.
And cause earthquakes, right?
Theirs were doing, yeah.
So
crank
this
that bitch up.
scientist Schumann, I don't know his first name, but he found that lightning. So like when we have solar
Lightning
flares
crash.
and energy is released by the sun, it comes into our ionosphere, which is the most outer level, I think it is, outer layer of
Yeah.
our atmosphere.
You're talking to two space junkies.
You ever seen those solar flares that blow up? I'm always scared now
Oh
when
my
I see
God.
those. I'm like, dude, those fucking solar flares look so gnarly. And it's
Well, you're
coming straight
asking
to
about
Earth.
this. You're asking about this wave, and I'm trying to
Oh,
explain
sorry,
this to
sorry.
you.
Yeah, I interrupted
It's coming through the sun. That's
Yeah, I
how.
bet.
That's how it would
you.
engulf.
That's the center of our universe.
That's how it would engulf we are tethered to the sun
Mm-hmm.
energetically. There is an energetic tether. And so there's
Bad.
always constantly information being given to the planet. And the planet's going through an ascension process, which can be measured by scientists through the Schumann resonance. Our baseline frequency has typically been at 7.83 hertz for like years and years. I think since the 50s. There's a small range. It's been
I thought it was 1.1
7.83
gigawatts.
7.83 hertz.
So where does 440 hertz fall into this?
At high.
That's where.
Oh, are you talking
what about-
about the
That's where-
vibrations of like sound?
That's where
and
modern music is.
sound vibrations.
But
What
the new
about
spectacle
332?
record is at 432.
432 is the healing. That's the heart chakra.
Yeah.
It's a healing vibration, which I think the Cabal changed and made all of these artists like make their music, like record their music at an octave or at a vibrational frequency slightly off from what we are, because that's the earth frequency, 432 hertz.
Did you not hear what I just said?
What?
The new spectacle record is at 432,
There's a lot of bands that do that though.
which is the same thing that Tool recorded at.
Yeah,
Which
Tool.
is- so it all hits different. That's why those songs all hit different than a modern mainstream record that's recorded at 440.
Dude, Tool is fucking I think those guys, I think what they chose to do is come here to be the way showers, to like weed whack the way, so that what they're doing is planting seeds with their music. So there's so much energy and information that not our conscious mind knows, but our cellular mind, our energetic mind, our higher mind knows about the information and the music and the vibration that they are giving us.
That wasn't me.
Wasn't me, was it?
I hit this.
Oh. I thought Dustin did that like it was
No.
The Thunder Gourd.
Yeah, it was this.
Yeah, Tool's pretty awesome. I went on a Tool obsession for like 2 weeks.
That's the
a couple
last
weeks ago.
concert we covered and shot.
Before
was them,
COVID.
Before COVID.
It was a good show too.
But yeah, we kept that a secret. I probably shouldn't have said that. I may edit that out.
What? No.
The Spectacle Records at 432. And it sounds fucking ridiculous.
And you know about the Lateralis song
that's
that
what
is
we
like
tried
all...
to do with I Was Once Eaten. We wanted to do it on I Was Once Eaten at 432.
I need some whiskey. What's over there?
Huh? No, we
Something
definitely
a little
sure did want
softer
to.
than that
You can ask Jesse. We wanted to do it. That's why I wanted to do it on the new project. And the only reason you're keeping it from that is to fucking put Spectacle on a pedestal. Fuck you, dick.
But you know what else? You can use
There's
meditation.
some bad chakra on you.
So to bring this all kind of full circle, when you are as an artist playing the guitar, playing the drums, playing the flute,
Or
whatever
the
it is,
spring?
whatever it
Or
is,
the
you
dildo?
go into a meditative state,
with
and that
Richard.
does the same thing for you. Like when you paint, when you drive your car, whatever, like you go into a meditative state, which that can you don't have to be like a Buddhist monk where you're sitting like oming, the whole time.
Yep.
But oh my God, I totally.
It's cool stuff.
You can use your breath to
Cool
raise
stuff,
your
Corby.
Kundalini energy to release DMT in your brain. You can bring it up your chakra and bring it into your pineal gland. And when it hits your pineal gland, it's energy that lives in your first chakra at the base of your spine. And you can use your breath to bring it up. And when it hits your pineal gland, your brain will release DMT as if you've just smoked it.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that I think wasn't Joe Rogan's goal for a while was to figure out a way to, or someone he talked to was like, because they say that's the peak. You've got your game on with meditation wise when you can release DMT. That's the goal, is to get to that point where you are totally, your body's naturally releasing it.
And when
Like
you're
in a
doing that,
dream almost.
you can astral travel. I mean, when you're learning how to
Astral
bring your
projection.
actual projection, when you're learning how to bring your Kundalini energy up, you balance out your toroidal field. That's another word.
Can you astral project to the rural areas?
To the rural.
Hey, y'all want to do something fun here?
Yeah.
Sure, that was fun. I like talking about that. Cray,
No, but this is-
that cray next. What do you call it? Sense. What is it called? Third eye stuff.
Yeah.
I love that
Um,
stuff.
Me too.
So besides all the Tool stuff that's in 432, there's a big it's not really a conspiracy theory, but it's a big deal. Like a lot of the biggest songs of the last 2
Mhm.
decades have all been recorded in 432.
Hits. Yeah, all the hits. Yep. It's true.
While everything else is in 440. So Dark Side of the Moon, the album that has spent the most time in the Billboard 100. It's been in there for 20 years?
Are you serious?
Yeah. All of Dark Side of the Moon's in 432.
I feel like some Nickelback songs, and that's why we can't.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I feel like there's been.
Get the fuck out of here!
I'm serious. I think that they.
Are you
they,
fucking with
I'm
us?
not. No, I actually read somewhere that they understood that, and they wrote a few of their hit songs in that frequency, and that's why they won't. They were
I think
hits.
anybody that wants to make a what do you call it? The your opus. What's it called? Your big final, your big album. They always talk about doing it in the 432.
All right, so the song.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did, but
Radioactive.
Oh yeah.
It's in 432.
the which one?
Is that Imagine Dragons?
Yes. Tonight we are young. It's in 432. Aerosmith, I Don't Want to Miss a Thing from Armageddon.
Now, why don't all artists? Is it difficult to tune instruments to that, or why don't all artists use that frequency?
No, it's not that. It is and it isn't. I'll just put it that way.
Is it on the
and it
engineering
isn't.
side, or is it on the?
No, you can do it in the studio, and you can still play stuff at 440 live. But Yeah, it's not hard at all. It's not. It's really not.
Why do you think
It's not
more
hard.
artists don't? I mean, if people are drawn to that, because it's not about the music or the words, it's about the vibration that
Yeah.
happens in your body, right?
Every breath you take.
Oh God, for fucking sure,
He's a tripper.
for
St-
fucking
Sting
sure,
totally
dude.
is.
Sting's a tripper.
Snow Patrol, Chasing Cars. Great
Never heard of it.
song.
I don't know
Never heard
about
of
that. What song is that? Yeah, I'm not
Oh,
sure. I don't
never heard that
recognize
song.
it.
I don't even know. Oh, is Snow Patrol the one that does? It was on a Guitar Hero. One of the songs, wasn't it?
Hold on.
Wasn't it?
Let me.
I don't
It's
know
like a
who that is.
FIFA song that they played during the FIFA.
Maybe.
the World Cup.
Is it the same one? Let me double check and make sure it's the same list. If this is, I'll start playing it, but because you can't hear it from this laptop, I was doing it from this laptop. Hold on, just a second.
Hold on, chat
Sail.
room.
Sail.
Oh yeah. Which one are you talking about? The original or the one that
the
Devil
the
Driver
Devil
did?
Driver did? I don't think it's the Devil Driver one. All right, so hold on just a second. You got. Y'all never heard this Snow Patrol song?
Probably.
I
I
think-
just don't know what it's called.
Where'd it go?
I think I just explained it.
Did you?
It's the one that's on Guitar Hero or Rock Band or something, and it's that Guitar Smith. It's on Guitar Smith.
Rocksmith?
Rocksmith, yeah. Nope, that's not it.
What song is that?
Completely wrong song.
This is Snow Patrol, Chasing Cars. It's a huge song.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I've heard this.
okay, yeah,
I
I've
think
heard
I heard
this
this
a
at a
million
dentist.
times.
Yeah, it's
I think I heard that
fucking
at a
great.
dentist.
I've heard that song a million
It's a great
times.
song.
Me.
I'd slow dance to it.
Me.
Tracy Chapman, Fast Car,
Oh my God. Yeah.
Grammy winner. Okay, Sail.
What country songs are in it?
How about this? How about this song in 432? Baby making music.
I'm so scared, baby.
Is this Coldplay?
I
Yes.
bet a lot of that
A lot
album
of
is.
Coldplay is in
Yeah.
432. This song's fucking greatness. I
Yeah.
don't give a fuck what people say
What's
about
wrong
Coldplay.
with Coldplay?
There's some
They've
good
made
gold
some-
in Coldplay,
Yeah, they've made
right?
some great songs.
Come on.
Yeah.
Don't hate on Coldplay.
I learned how to snowboard to a Coldplay album.
That's strange. Ed
No,
Sheridan,
not s-
I don't
Photograph.
even think Coldplay was around when I learned
No,
to
not
snowboard.
snow- not when
I
I
thought you were the
learned.
same age as me.
Not when I learned. I think
One of my favorite songs in 432 is this one. It's got a goddamn intro. We got to get. They're all talking, blah, 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 and then it goes. Do-do-do-do-do-do. So hold on. They're talking. They're talking. They're talking.
oh my God, it's Pink Floyd. Oh my God. Oh my God, just feel it. Just feel the song.
That's what I want to do.
Wait, just leave it on for 1 second.
Spaghetti Western too.
Well, I don't want to get in
I
trouble.
want Spaghetti
Oh,
Western
okay.
to do it. Oh
I don't
yeah,
get in
you better rip it.
All right, this song
We just lost millions. Four non-blondes.
is in
I've
432.
always loved this song.
And
I've
everybody
always-
loves singing this. You know what a weird hip hop song in 432 is?
What? Shut the fuck up. Shut
Yeah,
the
in
fuck
432. I mean, come on.
What is there a country song in there that's in
Let's see if we
432
can
that
find
everybody digs? Probably all of them.
One of my favorite songs in 432. That one, this will take forever.
That's the one I was talking about.
Arctic Monkey song?
Yeah.
What
That's
is
the one
this?
that's on
I've never heard
Rocksmith.
this song.
You haven't?
It was
What
the
is this?
FIFA song that I
You
was
need to
talking
listen to
about.
this song.
Is this a
Lyrics in
country
this
song?
song is fucking amazing.
Is this a
song's
country song?
great. No. Arctic Monkeys are not country.
It was the one that was on the World Cup that I was talking
Yeah.
about. The intro to the World Cup a few years ago.
This song
And,
is
Heineken,
fucking
didn't
fantastic.
Heineken use it too? Like there was a commercial. Heineken used it in their commercial. It's a fun song to play too.
That song, it is a fun song to play.
Sounds like it's got good drums. Deep
it does.
It's all right.
drums.
It's all right.
Do you want to know? Trying to see what else here.
Well, you guys know that Lateralus song by Tool is all done on the Fibonacci sequence.
Yep.
The golden ratio. It's all mathematically based.
You know, he tours with a giant gong behind him to hit once.
Yes.
And it's in the end of that song, in the
Mm-hmm.
crazy. The third time through, he's sitting there playing, and he'll tuck a stick and go bam, and bring the stick back
Yep.
out and go right back into it flawlessly. And it
Well, we
blow,
have that.
every time I've seen them, That's the only thing I watch. Well, since Lateralis, that's the only thing I wait for. I'm waiting the whole concert for them to play that song just so to watch him tuck the stick, hit the gong, and come back not missing a beat.
Because it's Danny
so
Carey. He's not
fucking
human.
beautiful. There's something.
None of
you
them
know,
are.
Some people freak out about Olympic ice skaters doing all their shit. That's what gets me off. I'm like,
Yeah.
here it comes. Here it comes. Oh,
Yeah. Because
Right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's amazing.
here is a 432 song.
Oh my God! No way! The little Beach Boys.
Yep.
Across the USA.
So,
Oh my God!
yeah.
It's so cute.
Yeah, there's a ton of great, like, huge hits.
Mm-hmm.
Another hip hop one, kind of. I don't think you can sing about this song anymore, though. You know. Yeah. So.
That's Christina Aguilera.
No, that's Black Eyed Peas.
Oh.
This song, you want to get punk rock in 432?
Yeah. Fuck no.
Yes.
Seriously? I fucking
Yes.
love Blink-182.
That's why this song's so big. And how about this one? That's why this song got so gigantic and everybody loved it. And it's played in
Is this
every state
AFI?
everywhere. Blur.
Oh. Yeah, there's an AFI song that starts off similar to that.
Yeah, they stole it from Blur.
You think?
Totally.
They've been around longer.
No.
AFI has been around way longer than Blur.
No, they haven't.
Let's see. Look it up.
Okay.
Look it
Let's
up.
go to bat for that. Blur. Well, Blur has stopped. I will totally joust you on this. Blur's been around since like the 80s. 1988.
Okay, look at AFI.
AFI started in 91.
Okay, it was really
Suck it!
fucking close.
Suck it!
It was really fucking close.
That's 4. That's
Was it-
4 years.
Really close.
I don't know. That's a big jump in that jump in music though, going from 88 to 91. That's when everything changed.
Well, yeah, that's when
Nirvana. Fucked
Nirvana, dude,
everything
Nirvana
up.
was fucking life altering. The first time I fucking heard that Smells Like Teen Spirit, my life forever fucking
No,
changed.
mine did too.
I think
Within a
everyone's did.
minute, in a minute.
We were all.
just
I was like,
went,
what the fuck is this?
And that's when my family finally bought MTV, and I was like, "Holy shit!
Yeah,
what
that was
just
awesome.
happened?"
What just happened? What just happened?
That and they had like a whole video, but that was just visual. I was like, "Oh my god, this editing is out
Well,
of
because
control."
you're so visual anyway.
Yeah.
But
There's
the sound of "Smells Like Teen Spirit" was like, "Yeah, it's done. It's over."
A Green Day song, that Dookie song, I think it was. Yeah, that one and a Blink-182 were like none as dramatic as Smells Like Teen Spirit, because I was listening to like tons of hip hop then. I always loved rock and heavy metal. I love fucking hairband metal.
These are in
and
432.
what?
So this isn't 432.
Oh my god, no way.
I wanted us to do this.
I want to do it.
We
Be
would
awesome.
do it good.
This song is so
But
good.
I knew this is probably the biggest song that I know of in 432 that made all sorts of awards and was just like,
No way.
they did a lot of stuff for 432 and they synced. Daft Punk did a lot of stuff that syncs with body rhythm.
Well, that makes sense.
They, in their electronic world, there's a lot of reason people love them, and I think it's subconscious.
Yeah, subconscious. Yeah,
It's totally
because
subconscious.
they
of
feel good
why.
in their body. Yeah,
It makes them happy.
Yeah.
They feel good.
yeah. It
And that song
grounds
right
them.
there, I love that song.
That's healing. It's
I
a healing
love that
frequency. 432 is a healing
Mm-hmm.
frequency.
Bohemian Like You by the Dandy Warhols. Anyway, you know what? Who doesn't do a bunch of 432 songs? Local bands. That's why no one likes them. No one likes your band anymore.
All
Oh my
right.
god.
You want to hear one I found? This is the winner.
Every band
here.
that's been in here, no one likes you.
This is the winner here. How long? You got to tell me when to cut it off.
You get 15 seconds.
Florida, Georgia line.
There's your country one.
Are you a big country person?
No. Well, I mean old school. but
You want
not
another
this
hip
crap.
hopper?
Yeah. Shut up, Eminem.
Yep. And 432.
So basically, anything that's good.
Anything that
It's
you've
good
liked
is-
in the last 20 years
is-
that's won a Grammy in the
yeah.
last 20 years is
432.
probably in 432, not 440.
Wait. Shut up.
And then you like this band, right?
Yeah.
But this isn't.
It's not the real one.
It's not her.
Oh my god, I fucking love this band.
Almost
Fall
all
Out
of,
Boy.
Almost all of Fall Out Boy stuff.
I love Fall Out Boy. I listen to Fall Out Boy regularly. I'm actually learning that Phoenix song. Is that Phoenix song 432?
I think it is. I'm almost positive it is. I think everything on that album is.
Dude, I love Fall Out Boy. You know, I'm learning that song on the drums right now.
What
Phoenix?
song? I don't even know if I know that song.
Oh, play Phoenix.
I'm just ripping through here, seeing like. Hold on, I'll get to it. Come on. This won a Grammy.
The
Is this the White Stripes?
Franz Ferdinand.
I thought it was the Strokes.
The Strokes. That's what I meant. The Strokes. I fucking love the Strokes.
This one?
Didn't they? I think they just had a release or something.
They
did
did?
something. Saw something about them.
I remember when I lost my.
But like songs like that, you can hear it.
Oh my god, I love that song so much. I fucking love that song. Wait,
Dude.
play it again.
There's a Violent Femmes
Play it
version
again.
that's amazing.
What?
Violent Femmes did it.
How did he-
They swapped covers on a single release record, and yeah, it's fucking great. Where
Dude, I
Violent
love
Femmes
that
did
song.
it acoustic, yeah.
That
so
song
great.
makes my body feel so good. It like releases shit in my lower back. I don't know.
How about this one? Did you ever get into them?
That's a good album. That whole album's good.
What is this?
Gorillas.
The Gorillas.
Feel Good Inc.
Yeah, that's a good album.
I know. So many people I know love the Gorillas, and I just like I never got hooked.
Speaking of the band you talked about earlier,
This is when they started wearing makeup.
it is.
Summer has come and passed.
All right. But yeah, Iggy Pop has a ton. I mean, there's just fucking
Everybody that is badass
anything
does.
pretty much anything in the last 20 years, I'd say is about 90% of the
Yeah.
records of the year are in 432. And it's just funny. It's like no one. This isn't 430.
No.
Faster, stronger. That don't kill me. Can only make us stronger. I need you to hurry up, man.
Fuck.
If you have a song and it makes you feel good
Yeah.
and it amps you up,
Yeah.
it's probably in 432.
Yeah. Play a little bit of Phoenix so he can hear the drums. The drums on that. Dude, it's fucking epic. My neighbor had to come. My neighbor came down and fucking bugged out on me, so I had
I
to
like
get.
that your neighbor had to come.
And
I had to
bugged
get
out
some
on you.
bugged out. He just was like, "Can you turn the volume down?" I was like, "It's just the drums." I had to get mufflers for my drum kit. They're pretty fucking awesome. So I can actually play without like I had to like release my snare drum. I had to. These mufflers are like
The
thick
Phoenix.
rubber.
Oh yeah, those drum pads and
This-
stuff.
You can't hear how awesome it sounds. You can't even hear the drums in the back. Right there. Those are fucking epic drums.
Dome.
Dude, the song is fucking epic.
You know, I give a lot of shit to Fall Out Boy, but they do have a lot of good stuff. When you sit there and you start listening to stuff, I'm like, God damn it, they do have a lot of
He's
good
a
stuff.
wordsmith too. He kind of he's
I'll have to rip through it.
It's
I've
only
never listened to
because
much Fall Out Boys.
It's all the millennials were all into it. Like, Fall Out Boy's my favorite. I'm like, those guys are pussies. That's
Well, 'cause
not
we're-
real music.
we're used
Go
to
listen
real
some
punk.
Gojira.
Yeah, we're
It's
used
like
to
Jimmy
real
Eat
punk.
World. Remember
This
Jimmy
isn't
Eat-
punk.
Jimmy
No, but
Eat
it's like
World?
rock and roll. He's got some punk stuff. He's got some epic because they use a lot of orchestra type grand big sounds.
All the punks I grew up with used orchestra too.
No, I'm
had the budget to go buy a fucking orchestra.
Poppy punk. Like if you get some of those like
I think I just put them in the same boat as Jimmy Eat World. Like whenever I heard Fall Out Boys, I was like, that's Jimmy Eat World shit.
what kind of music is that?
Like pre-emo type.
It is
kinda-
pop punk. It's
Yeah,
well, it's what
pop-punky.
Blink went to.
Right. It's
Yeah, they kind of did, didn't they?
Blink went to that.
I mean,
so.
there's some Green Day songs that are really poppy
yeah,
like
Green
that.
Day got cut off, but this was the punk I grew up with was DC punk. Like I'm used to Fugazi and
DRI.
Yeah, I never got into that. Like it's
DRI
too
is the
intense. That's too like
freaking
it's too much. Too angsty. Too
Dead
like I'm stressed
Kennedys.
out
Fugazi's
listening.
art.
Dead
That's the
Kennedys
thing.
and
Is
I
like
like
the
Dead
the
Kennedys.
punk was like the DC punk scene was very artsy. Like they did stuff super artsy. It wasn't like the Agnostic Front. Well, they were from DC.
Well,
but-
Fugazi was they always had like their releases, their videos. They were always kind of obscure. They kind of kept it like
you couldn't mosh at their concerts.
Really?
Ian McKay would get pissed at you if you started moshing. He's like, "This music isn't made for moshing; it's made for listening to." Yeah, if you started
'Cause
moshing,
it's art.
or if you crowd surf, they'd throw you out.
Get
That's
out of here.
kind of awesome.
But I also saw Fugazi at Bomb Factory when the fire marshal came in and said there's too many people. So they said, "All right, everybody go stand out in the parking lot." And they turned all their they opened up the bay door, turned all their cabinets like Radiohead did at Trees. Turned all their cabinets out and just played to everybody outside.
Fuck yeah, that's fucking
Opened up all the doors.
badass.
They're like, okay,
That's
well,
fucking
if everybody
amazing.
can't get in here. Same thing happened to Radiohead the first time they came through during Pablo Honey. Was Trees was 2-pack Fire Marshal. That's when the Fire Marshal rolled through Deep Ellum weekend. On weekends, just canceling shows and local shows.
Why would they do that? I mean,
because the city of Dallas is a bunch of fucks.
yeah, why the fuck would you do that when people you're bringing money and I
But
mean, Deep Ellum has struggled for forever, and why would you do anything? Why would you create a hurdle on purpose to keep people?
People being empowered.
This wasn't the
dicks.
struggling times. This was when Deep Ellum was banging. But Radiohead came through, played Trees, and there were too many people in there. So it's when the stage was set up against the bay door that faced Elm, and everybody went and stood outside, and Radiohead was like, "All right, well, we'll just turn around."
In that tiny ass fucking place. Can you imagine watching Radiohead in that tiny ass place? Sean said
I've
that
seen
they
a
closed
lot
down
of
and
bands
just
in there.
reopened.
Who, Trees?
Yeah.
They closed down like
For COVID or just they closed?
They might have stopped doing shows for COVID, but they also closed down for like what 5-6 years. Then when management changed and when Deep Ellum died, when Deep Ellum died, Trees closed, and then they finally reopened.
Yeah, what is up with Deep Ellum doing these fucking roller coaster like it's up, it's down, it's up, it's down?
It's
I
the way
mean,
it's always been.
so
It's weird.
bizarre.
You go over
Because
there
the
now,
artists
it's
move in
fucking
and then the
crazy.
artists move out and then the artists move back in. It's kind of like
Well,
that.
the reason it shut down the first time
It gets
was
too
because
trendy
the,
and like
the punk rock and roll scene got pushed out by the hip hop scene and dance scene,
Mm.
and things got pretty violent down there. Like it was violent during the punk rock years, but it wasn't anything near the.
But that's
kind of
what brought you there because it was grimy and gritty, and it's not like you go down there for that, and you just know where
for
to.
the danger.
Yeah, you just know where to stay the fuck away. Are there any sodas in that refrigerator?
Oh, there's water.
We're about done, so
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll get you one now.
Yeah, we are done. We
Oh my
we at the
God.
point we didn't even get to talk about. Man, I had shit lined up about the vaccine. That the end of the pandemic is over. It'll be July 1st. A lot of
July 1st, what?
a lot of our superiors have said the pandemic will be over at the end of June, and will be officially over July 1st, so that we can. Joe Biden even said we'll be able to
There's
sell.
something about that July 1st date, like they were saying on on another
like
show.
July 4th,
July
we'll
1st
be
is a
able to
weird thing.
spend time with our families for July 4th because the pandemic will be over.
It's just magically on July 1st. It's like,
There's
okay,
no-
bye. We're gonna go into.
All the drug company, all the
get to-
pharmaceutical
get
companies,
to stick it to you because it's not considered a pandemic anymore.
all the
That's what it is.
pharmaceutical companies have till June, the middle of June or the end of June, before their 1 year emergency pandemic trial ends, and
Like they don't get to make a
it may not get to go. And what they want to do is they want to make money off the
Right.
vaccines. So they don't want it to roll over, the pandemic to keep going. So the pandemic will just suddenly end in June.
Are you serious?
And then
Dead
everybody will
serious.
get fat rich that was on the end on it.
It's all leaked out. It's like all over. You can go.
That's
look
why
it
they
up and
say
find
that Joe Biden's targeting that July 4th so hard in his speech he did
A couple of
address the
speaches,
union or
yeah.
something. He said, "You can
Yeah.
celebrate the 4th of July if we act right
with your families."
Which
What did
I never-
his first
did you
week in
ever-
office? Didn't he say that our darkest days are ahead of us?
Oh yeah,
I mean, didn't he fucking say that?
It was supposed to be 100 days of darkness.
it was election too,
The
though.
Dark winter.
That was the election, though.
We're
Yeah.
gonna have
He's got to say that.
a dark winter. Yeah.
Dark winter.
And then, fucking Bill Gates let it slip that they're already preparing for 2025 in SPARS. So
You know what I think is going to happen? I'm going to make a
totally
prediction.
See that. I mean,
So
how
in
do you let that leak?
2025, if we're still doing this podcast, or if we're not, just remember we told you here in 2021 that
Oh, I did
spars
hear
will be a
that.
big thing in 2025.
I think what
have
is
had
going to
that
happen
on the
is
show, actually.
there's dormant viruses hidden in these vaccines, the vaccinations that they're giving people, and I think something's going to happen that's going to be disconnected. So like in a couple years,
Son of a bitch, if the people start getting superpowers, I'm going to be pissed.
no, I think people are going to die because, Bill Gates, their family's all about eugenics. They're about depopulation. I mean, that's not a conspiracy.
Huge.
They
That's
have been
not.
very open about their
Yeah.
agenda. They are fucking telling you to your face.
You're gonna get
And
canceled, Shauna. You can't come on here saying that
If-
stuff.
No, but that's true. We've talked
It
about
is
that.
totally
That Bill
true.
Gates is wide open about saying that the Earth is way overpopulated. It will never
Yeah.
survive. We're starting to reach the point
Dr.
of
Bill
where
Gates.
there's not enough resources for this many people to keep on living, and that we need to thin out the population. And that's what I don't get. All these people running and getting this Moderna vaccine.
I think they're going to put something in a chemtrail, and that's going to activate a dormant virus later on, like
That's out
in
of
a
control.
few.
That is. I like
I
this.
really
It's like a
do. I
movie.
really do think that.
I really like this.
And it's going to come down, and it's going to activate that, and it's going to kill the person. They're going to get some kind of
What
weird.
about the 5G cell towers?
But I think, 5G, that's another conversation. But I'm going to finish this prediction.
Okay,
And
you
I
know,
think
I-
it's going to be far enough away from the vaccine that people won't be like, oh, that person died from the vaccine. It'll just be like a mysterious death. But it's going to be like thousands and millions of people dying from mysterious deaths a few years away from their vaccine inoculation. That's what I think.
The thing that throws me off is that all the people I know that have gotten, that have had the most complications from the vaccines have all taken the Moderna.
Moderna, yep, me
They've
too.
all gotten
Yep.
sick, and they've
Yep.
all, I know a bunch of people that are like, yeah, I was sick for a week and a half, and I've had fevers, and I had chills, and blah, 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 and I was just down, and I'm tired all the time now. And I'm like, that's the same thing I had when I got fucking COVID-19 last year. You're basically having COVID-19, but you got the vaccine for it. They just injected it into your arm and got it over with.
So I saw this presentation of this woman, this doctor that's been a doctor for like 20 years, break down the way that our body, is it done? What?
No, I'm just watching everybody freak out about this.
She talks about how our body responds to natural, like if we get a natural virus in our body, how our body like kills that off, and how the COVID, the vaccination has a thing that, so like we have these two things that work in tandem. You've got like kind of your frontline worker that will go in and do its thing, kind of kill off the bacteria. And then you have the second one that comes behind it and eats it all up and kind of takes it out of your body. Well, the vaccine has these things called spikes that are released after so long that kill the second guy. Your body's natural response to getting rid of the viruses, it kills that off. So now people are developing autoimmune diseases and all sorts of other
Diabetes?
things because their body
Shingles?
cannot fight off naturally. The body's ability to fight has been disabled.
Yeah, it's like the peanut allergy and stuff. How we've developed, like that's we're causing. If you like, it's
You've
almost like
naturally evolved
anti-vaxxers.
to
You've
get over
naturally
things.
evolved. Yeah, well, no, yeah, right, correct.
Yeah.
And when you start taking things out of people, like that was how humans kind of naturally selected. If you were unable to take peanuts, then if you accidentally ate too many peanuts, you just died and the herd moved on. Unfortunately, now we've taken that away completely. So it's kind of the same theory. You know what else I've heard too is that when you get really sick, they say that means you have good antibodies, like your antibodies are strong.
It doesn't make any goddamn sense.
And then
that's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life.
When you don't
by
get
people
sick
say
at
that.
all, it
Because
means
your body
that you're,
produces
and
antibodies
it
to
attacks
fight.
it. So yeah, right.
Right.
It attacks the
So
shit out of it.
Getting
So
super sick from a vaccine means you're super healthy.
that's what.
No.
No, not super healthy. Your antibodies are super strong.
Well, they're super strong. Then which means you're healthy from. You have good antibodies, which is fucking the dumbest goddamn thing I've ever heard.
But did you
in
guys
my
know that
fucking
the
life.
Moderna vaccine, they will not release what's in it. They will not tell the public what's in it because it's considered proprietary ingredients. So people that are getting it have no fucking idea.
Because we're the trial.
That's
the
exactly
thing,
what
we're
it
the
is.
trial.
That's
This
why
whole
I don't
thing,
understand why
Israel's the
people
trial.
are just
Yeah.
like, yeah,
For
no, stick
Pfizer.
me. Like,
The
I wanna know what the
FDA
fuck is in
not-
it.
That's the other thing. A lot of people will tell you it's been approved. No, it hasn't. It's not been FDA
It's
approved.
not approved.
It's not approved. I
It's
hate
got
to
an emergency.
emergency. Yeah, exactly. and that's two different things. The
Permission
FDA
to
hasn't
use during
approved
an
shit.
emergency. It's not approved.
It's
not
a weird
approved.
thing, and the thing that's funny is
And now
it's
that
like,
Johnson and Johnson is fucking
you know how you were
people up.
saying. You know how you were saying. You were saying
It's
why
content
people.
issues.
One of y'all was bringing up how as soon as it came out, everybody just lined up. Da 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 da. Right.
Sheep.
Right.
It is.
It's
though.
the same thing that we saw. I'm gonna tie this all together. When we went to the Buc-ee's, there was one register up in the front right side, and the line was all the way back to the drinks. All you had to do is make a little left, and there was 3 other registers here. Then, if you didn't even want to do that, if you wanted to keep shopping down the other way and go all the way to the other end, there was registers that you could just walk up to. But for some reason,
All the sheep want
a
to go through the
line
middle.
attracts a line, and there was people that were sitting
Because they're
in
not
line,
thinking, they're not aware of their surroundings.
sitting in line for 45 minutes where
Lack
they could
of
just
awareness.
go walk right up and get it. I mean, I was in there in like 5 minutes.
I was in there, 2 minutes?
Yeah.
I went
I'm
in,
like,
went out. I knew where to go.
I was like, y'all see that there's a line here. And it's,
Yeah, why are
and
y'all
it,
all
and it was funny
standing in
because at
line
first
here?
I thought it was tobacco products, but no,
No.
it was just people sitting in line. They didn't realize that there was other registers
There's all
just
extra
20
stuff.
feet away.
It's all the,
That is a
the herd
perfect
mentality.
example. It's a herd mentality, but
line-
it's
a line
lack
creates
of
a line.
awareness.
Mhm.
It's lack of awareness. You're just going where you think you should go instead of thinking for yourself. It's like, what are those people thinking? They're not even aware of themselves in a grocery
Well, they're
store
scared.
or that.
I think people are really scared right now. They want something to believe in so bad that like, I don't know why.
I can say that
It's funny
firsthand.
because
We
it's-
have close friends that are extremely
scared.
scared of what's going
so they
on.
don't know they don't give a damn. It's funny how quick if because some of these people that are first in line and first one to tell you that they got vaccinated and all that, it's funny because their political stance pits them against pharmaceutical companies, and they don't understand that this is pharmaceutical like chess is what's
Yeah,
happening
yes.
right now. And they just don't. They never even
See,
give
this
it
is
two
where
thoughts.
sovereignty comes from because they're giving their power away and they're
Just
waiting,
giving it away. You're right.
waiting for someone to tell them everything is okay, right?
Right.
Instead of
And I
your
think that's from
sovereignty
fear.
and your power is within. If you meditated, I mean, now to bring it all the way back full circle, when you meditate, you start
And Buc-ee's.
understanding that the answers that you're seeking, there is no one outside of you that's going to be
Especially
able
big companies and government.
and there's just no one that's going to be able to tell you what
don't
is
care
right for
about you.
you, what's
No.
right for you, right? You do that. You make decisions based on what you need. Those answers are not outside of you. And if you can get quiet enough to like let all the noise go, and that's also something that the government has been doing, and the elite and the cabal, they throw out so much disinformation and so much real information
That's how
that you
elitism
don't
runs.
that's because that's makes people easy to control. They don't know what to believe because they're giving their power away. They're giving someone to lead them. They're saying, tell me where to go, tell me what to do, because that makes me feel confident and secure.
Yeah.
When they could
Did you
feel that
hear-
if they just
So, and
went
it's-
inside.
Some I want to throw in here, and this is don't say any names,
Okay.
but we had a friend of ours that stopped by my house the other day for the first time in over a year, and
Bugged out.
felt that suddenly I've had my first injection. I'm empowered. I can go out and I can do these things.
Still bugged out.
And it's like, well, you realize you need to have 2 injections, right, before you're completely safe with everything, and you're just basically, that's a placebo effect in your head that suddenly you got your first one and it's been a couple of days.
He
and
could
you can now go out and do
physically
this.
or mentally feel the monkey off his back. Is what
Yeah.
it seemed like.
Giving his power away.
Was giving his and this is a guy that hasn't gone out anywhere in a year.
It's
hasn't
funny.
left his house.
I'm
There's
surprised
some
he
other
let me
people
hug
like that.
him. I thought it was a joke.
And I was
His
like,
reaction.
and then like 3 minutes of being here was like, so when you gonna go get it? And I was like, I've already had COVID, and the chances of me getting it again are very slim to none. The people that do get it a second time are the guys that are like working in these medical wards and stuff.
Well, Bailey's had it twice.
I'm pretty okay. She has.
Yeah. Yep. She's been tested twice, months apart, 6 months apart. She's had it twice.
Well, it also depends on the test. You gotta.
Correct. I mean,
you gotta
false
go with the
false
test.
positive. Who knows? I mean,
The
how do you
false
even,
positives are crazy.
I mean, ridiculous.
but come on.
They did lose their sense of taste and smell. All of them did. The whole family.
Both times.
Both times.
Okay, well then there's something there.
Yeah.
I never lost my taste.
She was
and
the only
smell.
one that's had it twice.
I just had the crazy dots all over me.
Oh God, what?
Yeah, all over my feet.
He says his gonorrhea was.
Yeah. It was
No,
probably
but going
monkeypox.
back to that, it was crazy the reaction and the anxiety that I could feel just like standing next to this person because I thought
Yeah.
it was a joke.
Mhm.
I was like, "You're You're not really that scared, are you?
No,
Yeah.
I know people that are really fucking scared to
Frightened.
do anything and that have lost basically. Like I've asked him, I've asked other people. I'm like, so how does it feel losing a year of your fucking life?
Yeah, basically.
Of not being able to enjoy
it's the thing
your
that's-
life and being able to go out, being able to travel, being able to do this, being able to do that.
You know what's funny too is I never noticed.
says a lot about
until
other
they-
areas.
That the show we were talking about earlier was going on. They were saying that they got an email from someone in Europe, and they played a clip from some TV from the U.S. and it was all pharmaceutical commercials. Well, guess what?
That's all it is on
The other
between the blocks of 4 o'clock to 6:30
on the news channels.
On the news is nothing but pharmaceuticals.
No, but that if you go, okay, so next time you're watching TV and you're bored, go watch CNN, go watch Fox, go watch MSNBC.
That's all it is.
Guess what? Every single commercial is, except the pillow guy, he's in there every once in a while. But the majority, besides that, it is all freaking pharmaceutical commercials.
And
you're
how do
like,
people?
dude,
How do you? How do people
how
say
do you
it's a
think this is
conspiracy?
okay? How do you? Why does that not? Why are you not getting tipped off by this crap?
Because they're not. They're sleepwalkers.
And that's why this is going to end in June, is because these pharmaceutical
gonna
companies
cash
want
in.
their fucking money for this vaccine.
Yep.
Right now, it's all, just taxpayer. They took taxpayer money basically to get it going, but they want to be able to charge.
Yeah, I say the end of
like
June.
they are for.
They're going to charge for the vaccine.
Oh hell
Yes.
yeah! It's
as
not
soon
gonna
as
keep
this
me
runs
free.
out, they can start
Yeah.
charging for it.
It's gonna
What?
Be, yeah.
And have you ever seen?
It's under emergency management right now, like almost
so-
not FEMA, but
so
it's
you can go
like,
get it for free. But they're going to start there, and they're talking like 1,000 plus.
Now, would you guys get it if you had to do it
non-insured.
to travel? If you had to do it to go to a concert?
Oh, that's coming.
I'm not doing it.
The
I'm
health
not doing
passports-
any of that shit.
The health
I'm not doing
passports
it.
are coming.
I'm not doing it. You know what? It'll only come if we
it'll
allow it, if we accept
well,
it.
there's multiple places you can go download the documents to just put your names in and be like, look, I got it. Yeah,
Oh, you don't
done.
think it's going to be something that they put
I
the
think it'll be
technology in to track it?
yeah,
No,
I think it will.
no. You break HIPAA laws doing that.
That the HIPAA laws is getting trampled on anyway right now.
It doesn't fucking matter.
know what I
all
mean?
you have,
That's the thing.
The only thing you have to do for these health passports is to show that you've got your little yellow card or your
Yeah.
little whatever. I got.
But
my
it has to
vaccine
come from an
card.
official.
Yeah.
Official. It has to be.
HIPAA laws
And
about to
there's
get a good dose
multiple
of
places to go download those.
You want me to tell you what's going to happen to HIPAA
and
laws?
to put in
it's
your
called
thing.
Build Back Better.
Probably.
That's what's going to happen to HIPAA
And
laws.
and no one fucking
You're
is
not gonna
paying
fight it.
attention to this. No one cares that suddenly all your HIPAA laws are gone, and guess who
That's what
gets
the government does.
Guess
They
who's going to be
grab
the,
you by the
guess
what
who's
did
going to
Trump
be the
say? Grab you
first
by the
one in
pussy
there
while they're waving. Like,
Yeah.
The
hey.
first one in there is going to be the insurance company, so they can fuck up your premiums and jack up all your shit because they're going to find out what's wrong with you.
And the elitists are going to get more elite and rich.
And no one cares. No one fucking.
Well, you know why
cares.
they don't care? Because it doesn't directly affect them quite yet. And
Yeah.
as soon as it does, that's when people start to fucking care.
And it's too
Because
late.
that's somebody else's life. That affects somebody else. It doesn't.
It's too late. All
it's
these
not
people.
my fucking
Look,
problem.
here's the thing I bitched about on Facebook a while ago was fucking these people posting
Flip
all
'em
their
off again.
shit. Look, I went and got my vaccine. Look, I got my vaccine sticker. Blah blah blah. Just violating HIPAA laws on fucking social media.
Their own
Hey,
privacy.
no one gives a shit. Just go fucking get your shot and get done with it. No one cares. No one cares. Should I come on this fucking podcast and be like, "Oh, I got my shot. Look at me. I'm ready to go." No one fucking cares if I've got it or not. No one. But you're violating your own HIPAA laws. You're giving
Yeah.
away shit to Facebook. You're giving away shit to Instagram. Stop fucking doing it.
Well, that's the thing.
You're
too.
letting people know everything you're fucking doing.
The DNA
Wake
shit.
the fuck up and
Right.
stop doing this.
Guess who owns the companies that everybody was sending their shit off to see their ancestry and DNA?
Oh yeah.
So my question is,
It's
would
like,
you
what-
come on? Would you post
Me?
your arrest record on Instagram?
No.
Would you post your arrest record on Facebook?
No, I wouldn't do that.
Okay, so why the fuck would you just post all your medical information on any of these social media
I think
networks?
it's the-
It's fucking stupid.
It is.
Yeah,
You're
I don't-
right.
It's,
Because people don't. They're not thinking outside
They
of.
want to appeal to the herd.
Well, not only that, but
Who gives a fuck about the herd? Who cares? I don't give a fuck if any of my followers care if I got this. They're not going to help me in the long run.
Well, did you hear LeBron James is getting shit because he said, "I'm not. That's between me and my family."
And it should be.
It totally is.
It
I
should
agree with
be
him. Like, it's
between
totally
you
and your family.
family.
Yeah.
That's what it should be. It should not. Fucking Casey Dane shouldn't give
Oh,
a shit.
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
just throwing out names that I think
That'll
of
get
on
edited out.
Facebook.
Who's Casey Dane?
She's a fucking insane bitch. But she shouldn't give a fuck about if I got the shot or not. Okay?
Does she live here?
Yeah. I'll
Is she
probably have to
living-
edit that out. So welcome to the live show.
All
Hope
right,
you live guys enjoyed that. But they shouldn't care that I got a goddamn shot.
I think they're just wanting to feel good about life, man. I think that's about it. I think it's just like the votage stickers that people want to feel good about life. That's what they want to get patted
Who
on the back. and
cares?
I know what you're saying.
It's my
but
medical
you're not
Correct.
you're not wired.
record.
You're not
It's
wired
my
like,
medical stuff.
Right, you're right.
You know, I come in here
This
and I
is what-
talk about that I take Adderall because I'm just open with it. I don't care. You know, that's cool. You know, just whatever.
Right. So
I mean, that doesn't bother me. If I want to come in here and talk about that, that's fine.
you don't want to get a sticker that says I take Adderall?
Do
Well,
they
you
make
know,
them?
there's social implications about having that because it makes people feel like they are like immune or like I mean, think about why people are putting that out there because, oh, I'm safe to be around. What?
My Coke dealer is the same. He doesn't disclose what's in my Coke.
Who is that lowbrow?
A friend of ours.
Oh.
My Coke. Yeah, they need to put.
Pretty good.
we
Pretty
need
good.
disclaimers on our.
But it's just
cocaine,
fucking. These people don't realize this. You're just posting shit out there for everybody to know what you're going through.
No, man, you want to freak yourself out. Look at who owns the 23andMe and all those companies who we've
Oh
just
my
been sending
God.
stuff over
Oh, yeah.
genetic warfare
And
to
who just
handing it
bought them.
over.
Yep.
And who just bought
Who just
them.
bought them?
Who? I know.
The
Weren't they already
23andMe
owned
was
by,
just
weren't
bought
they
by
already
an
owned by
insurance company.
Chinese? Oh, I thought
By
they were
an
owned by
insurance
Chinese
company?
Chinese companies.
They were just bought.
The genetic warfare.
And all your information, 23andMe, Branson. They're going to go to
Richard Branson?
Richard Branson, Virgin's company. And so now Virgin will have all your information. Richard Branson will have it all. Now, he's cool. He seems kind of the cool of the elite, but what could he do with that?
Dude, there's a
Well,
guy, not to
Sell it? I mean,
He just turns around and sells it to someone else.
not to change the subject, there's a guy that goes to my Nookie restaurants and freaking looks just like him. Like when you walk in, he's a little bit more built than Richard Branson. Like he's more stocky, more manly.
We got to end this show because I'm fucking angry now.
You are angry.
I'm built up.
You are.
I'm fired up. I'm not going to now edit
You
out
need to
names.
go play some Rocksmith and play some of the Arctic Monkeys.
but
and
okay,
then
let me
I'll
ask
get
you
back.
this: How? So that person that came over that had gotten their shot, what do you think was going on at the very beginning? Do you think that as the information came in and we were processing it in the way that we do, where it's like, okay, some of this
Well, I don't
want to
be an asshole, but this was also a guy that was scared to go to Africa with his girlfriend, so I had to go.
Well, now you might as well say who it was.
I'll edit this part out too.
I gotta go. Let's edit the whole show.
Where are you going?
I gotta go home.
For what?
I sleep. I have a job. I gotta go.
He distributes beer.
Yeah.
You have to get up really early tomorrow.
Why, you want to come over?
Oh,
Clean my apartment?
You have some of those remote control panties waiting for me.
No. I'd have them on if I did.
He just has remote control butt plugs.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
when my dominatrix.
Oh my
She
god!
didn't like what I had to. She didn't like what I had to say about vaccination, so I got shocked like 6 times.
Seriously, I've got to go chill out.
Okay.
I'm fucking.
Are you
I'm
really that
angry.
hype?
I am.
Yeah.
I'm built.
You did get
I
a little
am
worked up, didn't you?
This is good though.
Aggravated
this is,
right now.
But it's good though because it.
It makes me hate people.
No, it shouldn't. It should make you like because you
Driving
people-
down Magnolia with a shotgun.
You need to just go watch some.
These people ain't seen a brown
Hey,
skin
dude,
man since
good
the
lord,
second
man.
God.
one.
Oh my god!
I'm
We just
rolling
got
down
canceled in
Magnolia
Magnolia.
with a shotgun.
I like that place. I like going down to Magnolia and hanging out.
No, you
I
just
can't
need
go
to wake
anymore.
people up. People need to hear this kind of shit.
Yeah, they do.
They
And
really do.
Dude,
Well, I just think a bunch
before
of
we
people are
go, I
fucking
want to end on a
stupid.
positive
are.
note, real quick, if I could.
Let's go
Then
out
we'll
on a
end
We
it,
positive.
can't roll
right?
down Magnolia with a
No, we're not
shotgun.
going to roll down Rodeo and Magnolia with a shotgun.
Either
okay?
one.
No, we're not going
No,
to do that.
We're not.
So we had a great time on our first road trip.
We
Got
did.
that knocked out. You'll see what happens
Dude, it was
in
a
the
blast.
next few weeks, maybe.
I want to say
Uh,
thank you to Jeff and
For sure.
Thomas for going with us
And
and
then
videoing, and then
Jeremy.
Jeremy for his hospitality
Yes,
as always.
hospitality.
I can't wait to
It's
see
freaking
them. I've
great.
been watching
He's
you
awesome.
edit. They're awesome.
Oh, I thought you were
So-
talking about Jeremy.
No.
Jeremy was great.
It's going to take a while to edit, but we got a bunch
Kyle-
of good stuff in there. We're going to have to do some voiceover work.
For the barbecue.
Yes, Kyle at the truck.
And everyone at the Yellow Rose and the Capitol. Thank you to the Capitol for
All
letting
the-
us come down and invade and be insurgents.
The 450
And,
females we were around at the Yellow Rose. Thank you for hanging out with
yes.
us.
Oh my God. I hope you had fun, Thomas, for your birthday.
And I can't wait for y'all to see it. And we're ready for the next one. And next one could be in a city close to you.
We'll let you know.
Oh God, that was creepy because that was really close to my ear, and I was like, "Are you in my face?"
That's what I love about this
You in
microphone.
my
That was
head?
weird.
All right, I gotta
We'll
go.
let you know. All right, we're out of here.
Okay, bye.
Hey, Shauna, have fun.
Thanks
in
for
Long
having
Beach.
Thanks for
me.
being on
Thanks
show.
for having
yeah,
me.
thanks for our guest, Shauna, for being
Thank
on the
you.
show.
Maybe our next JJ Tim road trip will be out for the,
Oh my
the
God,
Long
oh
Beach
my
Grand
God.
Prix.
Might
Yeah.
be.
When you
yeah,
watch car
We'll
races.
have to do a long one
Oh
to
my
Long
God.
Beach.
You
Get
got to do it.
And then
We'll
we'd
come
like
out
to
for
thank
NAMM.
Victor Wrench and the cable
Do
people.
For It.
Do For It Records, the cable
Geist
people.
Note.
Geist Note, yeah. And who
And
else?
Shine Your Heart.
I'd like to thank Metallica.
Yes.
And
Dun, dun, dun,
Metallica.
I'd like to thank Price is Right.
And all the bands that record in 432.
And Tool.
I'd like to thank Tool.
Yeah, Danny Carey for
Danny Carey
inspiring me to
specifically,
play
yeah.
the drums.
I got something to show you.
Oh.
I'd like to show you my tool.
Oh.
Wait.
Oh, is it what you have not? Has she not seen what you?
I don't think she's seen it.
Ooh, it's awesome.
It's pretty
You're gonna dig it.
badass. I
Gotta
had to
go.
order it.
What?
Yeah.
It's pretty neat. All right, later. Bye.
Okay, bye.
It sounded bad. As I said, my tool. I think it's still in there. I don't know if it needs batteries or not. I've never figured that out.
I have to pee so bad.
Well, I'm gonna go, y'all.
Okay.
You don't want to come hang out and chill out
No,
and
I
let's
gotta
have a bunch
go.
of more drinks and
More whiskey.
more whiskey and some cigars?
Sounds very tempting, but I'm not on spring break.
You're not?
No. Wish I was.
I'm not either.
And
I should be.
my job has been killing me. You're welcome anytime.
Hmm?
How many people do you know? How many people came on your show tonight?
Well, no one came on the show. That's weird.
Oh my God.
Digga, 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 digga.
How many people?
Bye, Rambo.
A part of the whole thing?
Yeah, like how come you can't? This is the only live chat.